Chadeo. Whoa, whoa. To the place where he calls home, down in Colorado. Chadeo. Chadeo. Whoa. Chadeo. Chadeo. Whoa, whoa. Chadeo. Chadeo. Whoa.
Oh my god, I just can't seem to get it. What the? Oh my god, Chadeo!
Yeah, I gotta love having a 2-minute intro on Tuesday, 2/22. By the way, I'm wearing my 2/22 t-shirt, wearing my 2/22 socks. Unfortunately, I don't have a 2/22 beer, but I plan on going for 2 hours and 22 minutes today. How about them apples? How's everybody doing? What's up, Blue Farm, John Ross, hey, Arsenic Element, yo, how y'all doing? Good to see you guys. It's great to have you guys here. Like I said, I do not have a 2/22 beer, and I wish I would have known they were $2 off last night for the 2/22 beer, because I probably would have picked up a Crowler, what do they call it, like a Fat Boy. So it's like a 24-ounce can. I would have picked up one, but hey, it's okay. Instead, I got the old Chub from Oscar Blues, which is 8%. I also have my 2/22 glass. Look at that. You guys starting to see the theme, aren't you? Having some fun. It took me a while to find this t-shirt. It was buried in my dresser, but glad I found it. All right. Let's see if we could pour this in one try. Oh, yeah. There we go. Hey, Guani, how you doing? Good to see you, buddy. Hope everyone's doing well. But we can't have a Taco Tuesday with just me up here. No, we cannot do that. We must add people. So, guys, want to come on up, grab the link, come hang out. We're going to have some fun today. Let's see. All right. Let's get a lot of people talking over there. So hopefully some of you guys are able to come up today. I did see Stuntman Steve was going as well, but hey, that's okay. Sometimes we overlap and it happens and it's all good. So yeah, just kind of chilling today. It's cold. It is. It's 9 degrees. I was hoping it was 2 degrees on 2/22/22, but nope, it is 9 degrees. So that had to go and screw everything up for the theme. I wonder if we'll get a view from 2 Live Crew today. That'd be pretty cool. Or maybe, I don't know, Too Short. That'd be cool. All right, I'm done with the twos for now. But yeah, guys, come on up. Come hang out. It is Taco Tuesday. I like running these hangout streams, these chill streams. So yeah, come chill with me. Have a drink. Doesn't matter if it's alcohol or not. It's kind of early anyways for booze. I understand that fully. That is why I even have some water here with one flavor. What's up, Huga? How are you doing? Good to see you. Thank you, Guani. I appreciate it. Hopefully you're having a good day. Hopefully you're getting you got some stuff to take care of before the cold front hits you guys. I know it's on the way in your area, so yeah, hopefully it's not too bad for you. I do have an old Chub. No, but this beer is phenomenal. This was the newest beer they had at the liquor store I went to by the brewery. I don't know what the hell is going on with that liquor store. Their beer selection's getting less and less and less. So I don't get it, but I also picked up Svedka vodka, which is cheap vodka, but it's really good to mix with. Ooh, you have a red stripe. Heck yeah, John. But yeah, so today is going very well so far. Did some job hunting, got a bunch of recording done, so I'm very close to being back to 2 weeks out again with my recordings. Yes, so happy about that. Yeah, I'm up to I think March 6th. I want to say. Yeah, I think I'm up to March 6th, so that's pretty good. Feels good to be that far ahead. Kind of a little bit of breathing room. Yeah, man, red stripe, Jamaica, man. Yeah. All right. No, nothing wrong with red stripe. It's good stuff. Give me a second. Cats are yelling at me again, like always, and running around like crazy asses. It's not even 2:30 yet. You're enjoying your Tuesday? Awesome. Yeah, 222 does have today is their 8th anniversary, and I almost bought their Tuesday shirt, but it had the date on it, and I'm like, well, that's going to be irrelevant by tomorrow, so no point in paying $20 for that. What up, Peppers? How you doing? And if you guys want to hop on, grab that link and come chillax. Have a good Tuesday. But yeah, not a whole lot going on with me, just kind of chillaxing, enjoying it. But yeah, I did some job hunting this morning, got some recording done, running my dishwasher. So I think adulting went very well today. I'm pretty happy for that. But yeah, got some really cool content coming up, and potentially taking over because Mr. Hey Looks Girl is out of two Ronnie videos to react to for the most part. I asked him if he would be okay with me taking over for Ronnie Friday, and he said, "Yeah, just be careful because sometimes it could seem like it's too much, too many, too much videos coming out, too many videos in one day coming out." So we'll see. I did ask if anybody wanted me to do that for a video that comes out the beginning of March. So we'll see what viewers think of that, what you all think. I kind of want to do start doing for Ronnie Friday. Maybe release one video at 9 a.m. Eastern and then another one at 1 p.m. Eastern. I think that would hit well for viewers over in the UK and in the US. It'd be perfect for both. So yeah, just sitting there puffing the pipe, staying inside. It was brutally cold last night. Holy crap. We dropped, what was it? 30. What did we drop? We dropped a lot of temperature in 45 minutes. It was about 30 degrees in 45 minutes that we had a temperature drop. So that was pretty crazy. And now we're dealing with the Arctic air for, for a few days. But come next week about this time, we're back in the 60s. So hopefully I can do some grilling with you guys. That would be a lot of fun to get some grilling done with you guys. I miss doing that. So, yeah, it should be fun. Not sure what I'll grill up. Maybe some pork chops or something kind of quick, easy. But, yeah, I mean, I'll have to grab it later, but I still have some of my winter ale to drink. I don't have any beers in mind yet to brew next, but hopefully something comes about. Hopefully I can figure something out and kick out a beer soon. I'm probably just gonna wait a couple months, just take a couple months off and maybe brew something for the spring. So I mean, I don't know if I brew, I guess if I maybe a month from now I could probably do a brew and it'll be ready by April 1st, maybe an Easter beer. It'd be fun to do a beer, throw candy in it or something, and kind of, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll have some fun with a beer. But, yep. But, yeah, we didn't get a whole lot of snow. We got maybe an inch. It's just we're getting a lot of cold. I know a lot of other parts of the country are dealing with like tornado issues and heavy snow and the cold. So be careful out there, folks. I know a lot of my friends over in the UK, you all are dealing with hurricane strength winds. So you guys be careful too, man. It's crazy out there right now. But yep, so just gonna chill and have some drinks. What are y'all up to today? Anything fun? Anything fun planned for this fine Tuesday? Gotta love 222 Tuesday. So yeah, the weather was nice. I probably would have gone live a couple hours from now up at 222. That would have been fun. To do a live at 222 on 222, but with the weather being crummy, I decided, you know what? I'll just stay home and celebrate their 8th anniversary. But yeah, I had some good beers last night from them. For a while, their beers were okay. But now they're starting to kind of pick things up again and creating some outstanding beers. They got a new brewer, and he's bringing in some great ideas. They're going to bring back their peach beer, but I was told due to the previous brewer owning the rights to the name, they cannot call it Patio Peach. So they said if you can think of something, email Matt and let him know what a name for it. So I don't know. I don't know. Pontoon Peach? That'd be nice. I don't know. Something fun like that. Ooh, Prairie Peach, because my area is a lot of prairie land around here. So Prairie Peach could be nice, but I don't know. Prairie Artisans could get upset with that. Nothing planned for you. We'll go live later tonight. All right. Well, John, the link is posted above if you want to come on up. Come hang out, man. Have some fun. But yeah, not a whole lot going on this week for me. I'll probably go live throughout the week. I may go live a little bit tomorrow for like an hour or so. Thursday, same. Friday, I'll probably go for a couple hours. Saturday, I may go live. I don't know. Oh, I am going live on Saturday. Duh. I'm doing the beer and cigar pairing on Saturday. So I need to get a hold of a few people. And if anybody has a nice beer and a cigar, yeah, come up on Saturday. It'd be a lot of fun. What up, Thrash? Nice. Awesome. You got me going. And we have, fix that real quick. Boom. What's up, John? Huh. Did he freeze? I think he froze. Oh, hey. Not sure if you're talking. I think your audio might be muted. Yeah. I think I can't hear you. But yeah, just kind of having a nice relaxed day, chilling. What up, Kitty Purrs? How you doing? John Womack, what's up, buddy? Hope you're well. Yeah, I still can't hear you. Can read lips. That's funny. Yeah, it's just a nice relaxed day. Hanging out with the kitties, staying indoors. I had an awesome lunch earlier. I had some top ramens. Wanted something quick to eat. That way I didn't get too hungry and at least have something in my stomach while we stream and hang out. Internet problems, computer update, FML. There you are.
Right, I think you got it.
Yep, I can hear you now, man. How are you?
I'm doing good.
All right.
Just got too many things plugged into the laptop. That's all.
Oh yeah, I know how that goes. My laptop only has 2 USB ports, and I'm like, well, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, I have 3, but only one I have to switch out to like charge my phone, my flashlights, stuff like that. I forget. So
Oh yeah, yeah. My desktop, I think
I got the red stripe.
I got old Chub from Oscar Blues in my 222
Yep, I
glass.
saw it.
Ooh, I love this shirt. This shirt's so comfortable. I got this. Gosh, I think I bought this 4 years ago or something. Oh, hey Cindy. No margaritas,
Cindy.
unfortunately. I don't have any margarita mix or anything to make a margarita with. If I would have known today was margarita day, I probably would have picked up some margarita mix and some tequila, but don't have any of that. Gotta let my brother's girlfriend know that it's a margarita day. That way, when she gets home from work, she can make herself a nice margarita because she loves her tequila. Cheers, Thrash. Yeah, those horses are gonna love that hot mash.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But yeah, Nikki, take your time. Hopefully, you can get your internet sorted out.
All I have is beer and Fireball. I can't make a margarita out of that.
You know, I could cheat and walk up to the liquor store after this, and for tonight, I could just get canned margaritas or something. I know they're not good, but man, it's better than nothing.
And put it in a glass, and nobody will know it's out of a can.
Well, they will now that I I announced it, but that's okay. Yeah, so tonight will be fun. It's 210.90 on 222.
Oh
On
yeah.
a Tuesday. So, but Ada just turned 21, so she can drink margaritas. Heck yeah, that's awesome.
That's good.
Nice. Yeah, I don't know. Go ahead.
I remember my 21st birthday. I got trashed because everybody just kept buying me shots.
Yeah, I got messed up on mine. I went to Dave and Buster's and remember a little bit of it. So there you go.
Hey, Peppers.
I didn't throw up, so that's a plus. I came close at one point, but
I think I threw up multiple times on my birthday.
That's funny. All right, we got somebody in the basement. I got to play this.
That's my purse. I don't know you.
Ha! What's up, Nikki?
Taking
Hey,
the crap.
Nikki.
What's up? Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I just wanted to say hey to Kitty Purrs. Hello. Hey, Cindy. And hey, Peppers. Sorry, I was trying to fix my freaking computer to come up here. And I saw everyone was saying hi. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Jay's mad.
Uh-oh.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
Okay. I think he's mad that I'm going live once again when he's working.
Probably. But I just got Dax laid down for nap. And
Yeah, break time for Nikki.
Yep.
Right? It's break time.
Oh yeah, gotta love it.
Yeah. And I don't have extra kids today. They just didn't show up and she didn't call me. So I get free time to do the shit that I was supposed to do yesterday.
There you go.
Less hectic day.
Oh yeah. Heck yeah, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe I didn't pick up like a crowler of beer last night at the brewery. I'm like, dang it, I missed that opportunity.
Are you saying crowler or growler?
Crowler, it's a 32-ounce can.
Oh, okay.
Actually, they call theirs, no, it's 32 ounces, yeah. They call them Fat Boys, so.
Okay.
And they were on sale yesterday. I had no knowledge. I didn't see that because, you know how Facebook is.
Yeah.
They notify you of stuff like the day after. You're like, oh, thanks. You know, that would have been useful yesterday. I would have paid $10 for a crowler. Or like a brown ale or something.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Aren't the growler things, am I saying that right? Aren't those the things that you can like fill up at a bar and take
Yeah,
home?
They're
it's a glass.
bigger bottles. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
Gotcha.
big 32 ounce glass bottle. Or
Gotcha.
64 ounce. They also have small crowlers that are 32 ounce.
Mm.
So I think I have two 64 ounces and one 32 ounce. The 32 ounce I got in Florida. So I brought back the glass. It was pretty nice.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, they're big brown jugs, but I just wanted to make sure
Yep.
I had the name right.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Big brown jugs.
Big brown jug. Hey, nice jugs. Ah, thank you so much.
So wait, you're drinking what again? Old Chub?
It's called Old Chub from Austria Blues. It's a Scotch ale. It's 8%. So after this, I'm just probably gonna keep it light with some cheap beer. I might mix a Keystone Light with some spicy V8 juice. See how that goes.
Ew.
I did that with a Yingling when I was in Tampa. Groovy's the one who's like, you should try that when you're. I was like, all right, so I tried it. That video, I believe that one comes out on Saturday. So for at least the next 4 weeks, there's going to be probably 2 beer reviews a week. One on Thursday, one on Saturday, just so I can get through all the ones from Florida. And probably around April 1st, the beer reviews are going to be occasional.
Mm.
I've been wanting to pull back on beer reviews for a while. It was just I had so many beers in my fridge I wanted to review, and I had so much backlogged.
Why are you pulling back on beer reviews? I mean, that just gives you content. So why would you?
Because I'll do more American reacts. I'm not getting a whole lot of traction anymore with beer reviews.
I like your beer reviews. I'm not a fan of the American reacts to that one foreign show. Like,
what? You don't like the two Ronnies?
no, it's annoying.
Oh, I love it. I love the
Some of
wordplay.
it's funny, but I tend to agree with Nikki.
Okay. Well, I like it. And
So you should review a show called You're the Worst.
is that a current show?
No,
Mm.
it was on FX, and it's not. I think you can find it on Hulu.
Oh, then yeah, I'll get nabbed.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I wanted to review that show. It's funny as hell. It's like dick and fart jokes and stoner humor, and it's just kind of like rotten people and the funny shit that they say and do.
Yeah. Yeah, right now I'm in the middle of a mini series of 2 Ronnies I'm going to get through.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Raspberry Phantom Blower. I think it's okay. It's kind of funny. I mean, I think it seems like it's a take on Jack the Ripper a little bit, so I find it kind of funny. Made a Michelada. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going to try to do, but it's not really going to be a full Michelada, but it should be good.
Here's a funny question that's based off of the show. Do you guys wash your legs like when you take a shower?
Yes.
Yes.
Every day.
Do you really?
Yeah, every day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can't sleep if I don't.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
See, I'm the opposite. Like, fucking water touches them. I don't need to wash them.
Okay. Yeah, I don't like. Oh, I went one night of not showering in Florida because I was just too tired, and I slept like crap that night. I was like, "Yep, that's why I shower every day."
Wow.
Yep. I don't like the feeling of grody-ness. Yeah, my mom's like, "I don't understand why you don't shower in the morning." And I'm like, "Because I can't sleep if I have all like written grime on me from the day before."
That's so weird. Like, as a mom and a homesteader, and I just don't have a whole lot of time. I mean, granted, I could go take a shower right now, but I'm on here instead. But I should be cleaning, but I'm not. I'm on here.
Yeah.
But like, I just don't have a whole lot of time. So showers are super like few and far between, man.
Oh yeah. Whoa, man, come on now. That's hilarious.
That's funny. Priorities, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Hopefully you don't like forget which one is which some nights.
that would be bad.
Oh yeah. So I'm not sure what time Cindy gets off work. I'd love to have her up at some point if in the next that's hour and
Come on.
6 minutes, 56 minutes, hour and 56 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna make this a 2 hour and 22-minute stream.
You're going to try to hit it right at that point.
I'll make sure that I'm a little bit over because sometimes when you stop it, if you stop it right there, it'll subtract a few seconds.
Mm,
So I'll make sure that it at least be 2 hours and 22 minutes and change.
gotcha.
Ooh, maybe 2 hours and 22 minutes and 22 seconds. Ooh, I should aim for that. Oh, that'd be bonkers. But yeah, my dad's finally going back to Florida today. They're 18 minutes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, heck yeah. Aha. He's a bad boy. I thought you were a good boy.
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
What up?
Hold on.
All right. Oh, cool. My parents are on descent right now. Sweet. My dad's like, it's such a long flight. And I'm like, yeah, try driving it. And he's like, I've done it before. It sucks. Alrighty.
What's up, Steve? Stuntman Steve in the house.
Oh, Stuntman Raid. What up, Steve? If you and your Raiders want to come on up, I got the link pinned above. Come hang out for a bit.
God, I thought I was in Jimmy C's for a minute
Why is that?
because I keep coughing.
Well, that's funny. I can make it like Jimmy C's. Uh-huh. I keep forgetting I need to get Shark an intro, and I know exactly what I'm going for. I'm gonna have to get. I'm gonna clip part of an infomercial for the Shark vacuum.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Damn.
So
First
that'd be
smoke
cool.
of the day always gets me.
Oh yeah. That's how the pipe is. Like my coffee and pipe in the morning. It's like, ah! So I was vaping earlier during my recording because I'm like, that I can handle a little bit better. I didn't want to be coughing through the whole recording.
Yeah, you guys are always vaping on cam. I need to start doing that. Just because
This thing is
better than cigarettes, I would think.
Oh yeah.
This is no like replacement for green weed.
Oh yeah,
But it
no, I
helps
got.
when I'm out.
Yeah, no, I use the same thing Jay does.
Yeah.
I wish I could still smoke. I just get too anxious on it. I can't handle it. Gives me high anxiety, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
Try an indica. Put your ass to sleep.
Both of them. It doesn't matter if it's sativa or indica. I freak out on them.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's like
I'd have to say, like, I don't know, advice wise, if you try it and keep trying it, you'll get over that. You'll mellow out and it won't affect you like that. But if you just try it a couple times and you're like, no.
No, I used to be a pothead like 20 plus years ago, but I had one horrible experience, and after that, it just gives me anxiety. So I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
Gotcha.
I'll stick with drinking, I guess.
When I first started smoking, I was like, oh my God, I can't, like, I can't function. I can't drive. Like, how can I parent my kids? And now I'm totally functional and everything's fine.
Right.
Yeah, first time I got high, I was just like, holding onto a ratchet. My buddy was doing work, and next thing I knew, I was like, my buddy's like, dude, you're stoned. I was like, oh, is that what's going on? I'm like so focused right now.
That's
I'm
funny.
mesmerized by this thing. Whoa, dude. And then, of course, Mom called and she's like, you got to come home for dinner. I was so fucking baked. I forced myself to throw up, and luckily I sobered up from that. I was like, ooh.
Dude, this one time I was
What up, Shark?
maybe like 14, and we had done a bunch of like ketamine, which doesn't like get you high or anything. You mostly feel drunk.
Yeah, I'm my fair share of K-holes.
Yeah. Well, I had gone home and my mom's like, dye my hair. And I'm like, okay.
Jeez. That's funny.
So I dyed my mom's hair all messed up. She's like, you should be a hairdresser.
Forgot what it used to be in cough syrup. I don't remember. Way back in like in the 60s and 70s, there's stuff in cough syrup that my mom said she did a few times.
Are you talking about like pseudoephedra or whatever?
No, it starts with a C. I don't remember. Yeah, it might be codeine. I think it was codeine, and she was like, it was fun the first couple times, and the third time I did.
Are you talking about codeine with promethazine?
Yeah, something like that. It was like codeine, and she was like, she did it a few times. The first 2 times, she was like, it was fun. The third time, it was a bad experience. She's like, yep, done. And she was like, she smoked pot a couple of times, and she was like, My dad smoked pot a couple of times. He actually was handed a lace drink in college at a party with acid, and made him sick as a dog. Yeah, he was like, I've never been so sick in my life.
Man, the first rave I went to when I was a very young teenager, I went with my older brother. And he's like, don't eat any candy tonight, whatever you do. And I'm like, okay.
Nope, don't eat the candy.
Right. And then my friend was like, hey, open your mouth and stick out your tongue. And she just stuck like a tiny little square piece of paper on my tongue. And she's like, okay, drink the water. And I did. And let me tell you, I laughed like the nanny for an hour and a half on the floor.
Oh, no. That's funny.
Yeah.
I bet you had the best time ever.
Oh, my God. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I fixed my mic. The settings were all jacked up.
Yeah, I had to work on mine. There must have been an update with StreamYard.
Yeah, it messed it up like bad.
I was doing audio checks and stuff. I always do, and I'm like, "Holy crap, man! What the hell are you? Why are you picking my TV that's turned off from my speaker? What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah. Yeah. I'll never get them mixed up because one's orange and one's purple. So yeah.
Yep. Happy Dose Day. Dose
Yeah,
Day.
opposite day.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it goes opposite day.
Yeah.
They're only 99 cents and not too bad to go replace.
There you go. Oh, man. This beer is going down easy. That's not good.
What beer is that?
Old Chub from Austria Blues. It's a Scotch ale at 8%.
Oh, wow.
We picked it up last night. It was canned.
I like Austria Blues. They're just starting to bring Austria Blues to Texas now. That I can get.
You should be able to get at least the Dale's Pale.
Yeah,
that I can get.
That's
the last one I had.
Yeah, that shit's national. It's so fun. I can get like, I don't know, 2 19-ounce cans for $5 here. When I was in Florida, it was like 2 for $7. I was like, yeah, screw that noise. I'll just
Stop
get a
it with your
6-pack
old
for
chub,
10.
dude.
I can't help it. What's up, Eric? How you doing?
It's just a funny name.
Yep, Eric. If you have a cigar and a beer for Saturday, man, come join up. I'm going to do a beer and cigar pairing. I'm shooting for 1 p.m. Eastern.
Thomas.
Have you tried this one yet? By Tumbling Goliath?
Oh. Yeah. Hold on, we got somebody in this, but I gotta play this.
Subject.
In here we have the Commodore 64 User's Guide. That's a very useful book. You'll need that. Don't throw it away.
Steve should have put up too.
I added him. Yeah, okay. I added you. That was weird, man. It delayed when I clicked on that, and then I clicked on you. It didn't work. I don't know if we clicked at the same time, maybe.
Yeah.
Steve's coming up too. Heck yeah. Let me find something for this guy. Let's see. I don't know. I'll do this. I don't have anything else. That works.
No. Really?
Yeah, it's super New Englandy. Yeah, Thomas, so if you have a beer and a cigar, come on up Saturday about 1 p.m. your time, and we'll hang out for an hour or two.
And we were on Steve's stream. We were sharing menstruation stories, but there was no guys on the panel, so nobody had a story in honor of all the twos. So if any of the ladies in the chat or in the panel want to share their second time they menstruated or a second favorite menstruation story, we're all ears.
No, it wasn't one of the best conversations in the world. Let me put it that way.
Or we can just be happy that it's 222. Oh, love the shirt.
222.
Oh God, we got someone in the basement. Hold on, let me do this real quick. I've been dying to play this.
Every time.
Ray or Mojo.
What's up, Mojo?
Hey, Mojo.
Real quick, I got somebody else in the basement. Let me do this for him.
Like, I'm feeling a little irked, or at least like irked adjacent, and then these guys bring in their bad vibes. Bro, I'm straight up not having a good time.
What's up, Thrash?
Thrash.
I was like, I saw the Commodore 64 one. I'm like, yeah, I'll come up.
Oh yeah, man. All right, Jay, have a nice day at work. Hopefully it's not too crazy for you.
See you, buddy. So how's everyone tonight? Or shall I say this afternoon or whatever?
Nice.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's awesome.
Heck yeah.
And I got sharks and yours on your stickers on the Keyser. I took a picture. I got to find where I put them on my computer. I'll show it to you.
Did you get those off a homeless guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always, man.
Yeah.
There's a homeless guy handing out growing Joe and Mojo stickers off the off ramp the other day. I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
See, people charge to take my stickers anymore. It's ridiculous. Like, you can have this, but you got to pay. I'll pay you $3 to take this sticker. So it's embarrassing.
Chadeo sends a drink to a girl at the bar. She's like, "I'll pay you $12 for you to drink it. And leave me the fuck alone."
Right.
That's funny. Yeah, I should start handing out these stickers. A few of these stickers at the bar on trivia night.
Put them at those at the hip bars. They have those hipster bars with all the graffiti and shit. Just throw them in all them bathrooms and shit.
Yep.
There you go.
So funny.
Just don't cover Jenny's number.
Oh, I definitely will not cover Jenny's number.
What's that? I'm so confused now.
Tommy Two-Tone on 222.
309.
That's funny.
So yeah, obviously, no one asked more questions. So how is everyone doing this evening?
Oh, pretty good. It's just afternoon here.
Doing well. Keeping warm.
What was it in the car park?
Oh yeah. At least the weather looks nice. It's 9 degrees at my house right now.
Jeez, is it still cold or what, dude?
Oh, it's gonna be cold for the next few days.
Wicked, man.
Yeah, we're dropping into the 20s tomorrow.
All right, here's see it in the basement. Thrash is there's his Keyser.
There's Chadeo.
Yay.
Yeah.
Got the shark. Got the Mojo.
Oh yeah.
Then you got squirrels up here.
Yep.
Nice
bunch of dry docks.
Oh yeah, you know how it is.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, when is the next? I think it's
Homebrewers Night. It's usually, I think it's the second Thursday of every month. I have to look.
Okay, I didn't know if it was every month or if it was like quarterly.
No, I think it's every month or every other month. One of the two.
Okay.
I don't go as much, so I forget.
I kind of want to go up there. We should go up there next time they have it. And I can take some of Santa's balls up there.
Yep.
So, of course.
Hopefully, Hopefully, it's a good bottle.
I'll still
What's up,
find a
Nikki?
every time.
My son is supposed to be sleeping, and he has chosen not to take a nap today. So
Oh,
it's going to be a
no.
few minutes. I'm trying to
Break
lay
time's
him.
over, Nikki.
Have him put on Chadeo
Put
stream.
him on put him on a treadmill.
Have him put on Chadeo stream. He'll fall asleep. He'll fall asleep in about 10 minutes.
Shit!
Whoa.
He just threw a spoon. I gotta go.
You don't hear that every day.
Yeah, but he was at my house. He was throwing a stuffed animal at my TV. I was like, dude, no.
Stop.
And then he was hitting me with it, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna tackle you, man.
For a second, there was Chadeo on my spot.
It's a zapper. The zapper.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I just took about a 30-minute nap. I woke up. Now it's time to go home.
There you
Those are
go.
the best naps, dude. Lunch naps.
That's
are
what done, mate.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah,
About 20 minutes left of work, and I'm hanging out with you peeps.
that's cool. I mean, it must be kind of a semi-slow day.
I call off. So fuck it.
I mean, at this point, might have
I'm
slowed
a
down.
manager. Yeah, it's slow.
You're the manager. You can go on live streams if you want. What the hell, man?
I haven't got a verbal warning yet. So I figure the way I look at it, they're not going to fire me. They're going to give me a verbal warning to say don't be on streams during the day. No one I get
Right.
that, they'll pay attention. But as of yet, no verbal. So
Right.
Yeah, verbal warning, and then a written warning, and then another written warning.
well, then there's a suspension first before they fire you. I mean, there's so many different things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
Wow.
union? You're not union,
yeah.
are you, Joey?
Oh yeah, I'm union. American
Are you really?
Federation.
What are you?
AFGE 2823, American Federation of Government Employees.
He's got Bruce Springsteen coming out of his ass.
I thought Stuntman Steve was wearing an Atlanta Thrashers shirt for a second because the bottom of it
No.
looks like an old go.
It's Superman, not me.
Yeah,
He
and
was
not a
wearing that-
Superman.
Oh,
He
I
was
saw
wearing that
that
yesterday. He hasn't had a shower yet. I saw you. You
Hey, Joey.
you're on Chadeos
So
yesterday.
I met James Hoffa, like, I don't know, a couple different times.
Nice.
Jimmy Hoffa's son.
Jimmy Alpha Jr. This is nacho cheese. I'm getting off my hands. I probably need to.
Oh yeah,
nachos. Michael said you're good. I slammed that fucker. Those are really good.
I just got
There
phone
you go.
like, during my live. He actually phoned up the the place to actually order his food. It's like,
I did.
yeah.
I live ordered on Steve's stream. Then I showed him the food about 20 minutes later.
mhm.
Yeah, I devoured a chicken quesadilla last night from Cruising and Eat. Oh my god, it's so good. Love that.
It
food
looks
truck.
pretty good. Where'd you get it from?
Food truck at the brewery.
Oh, nice,
Cruising and
nice.
Eat. Yeah, they're local. I mean, they live probably
That was
within a
better
mile
than
of me.
my bologna and cheese sandwich.
That still looked good. Nikki's sandwich last night looked phenomenal. I was like, holy crap. She's
Yeah,
like a
you
rabbit
could
or
have had the
something.
lettuce on a salad. Yeah, it's gonna look good.
Yeah. I don't know if it was for her or for the rabbit she just got. I don't know.
She's eating rabbit now.
She could be. I mean, she has rabbits to breed, so
Or is she breeding them for consumption or for being pets?
I don't know what she's breeding them for. Probably for
She's breeding them for the eggs.
yeah.
The eggs.
Now you're starting. Now
Oh,
you're
that's
starting.
right. Yeah, that's true. Actually, she can get them
Right.
Cadbury eggs. Some Cadbury.
Yeah,
eggs.
and if they hatch, then she has peeps.
Yep.
Those Cadbury cream eggs, they get hatched from the rabbits, but you got to put the wood foil on them. They don't do the foil.
Yeah, well, Easter's coming up there, Joey. Come on now, think about it.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
You know, these
man.
bunnies out to people. People love chocolate eggs, bro. They love that shit.
what
You mush it out.
rabbits?
Oh, that gives me a good idea. What's up, Thomas? How you doing? Good to see you, man.
Thomas,
Welcome.
Thomas!
Welcome.
nice to see you.
Had a nice big huge bowl of pho today.
Nice.
Oh, that shit's so good.
Chicken pho and add vegetables.
Mm. I usually get
Hi,
beef.
Kathy. Hey, darling.
What's
Hi,
up,
Miss Kathy. How you doing?
Oh yeah, sorry, John. How are you doing, sir? All
Miss
right?
Kathy.
Yeah, we didn't say hi to John. What's up, buddy? How you been, man? I've been yapping the whole time. I didn't even fucking say hi to that guy. I feel like an idiot now. How you been, man?
Fine. Just living life.
Hell yeah, it's the only way to do it.
That's
Every day above ground is a good day. Every day at Chadeo's house is even not a good day.
That's a good day here today.
I'm just happy to have my house back to myself.
There you go.
Nice.
Well, finally.
Yeah, just don't want to be outside.
They left yesterday.
I think that's what my folks are going to say when they get back home because I flew out about 5 hours before they did. I came to Denver, they went to Phoenix, and now finally back home. Empty nested again, so they're going to be happy.
Like, as we speak right now, we're probably having a fucking party, Chadeo.
Probably. Oh, no, they just landed, so they're going to have a party in about an hour when they walk in the door.
Chadeo, we got news for you. A lot of people throw parties when you leave the room, bro. It just happens.
I know. Trust me, I've lurked. I've seen.
Can I just say one thing? I'm not one of them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, I trust me. I know how people are. Every time I hop in Shark's basement, he's like, "Oh God, here we go again." Yeah.
That's how you know your friends when they start like sort of like going, oh crap, not him again.
Yeah.
Hey,
Kathy.
Chadeo, can you do me a favor?
What's that?
Can you blow up John there for me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Give me a shot.
I'm gonna turn my camera on.
Hey, John, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Nice. Things good?
Yeah, they're as good as they can be.
Nice. What'd you have for lunch today?
I had leftover sausage gravy and biscuits from.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay, you can take it back off now, Chadeo. Come on now.
I
What you
got
wanna
it.
do?
There you go. I got it. I was waiting for you. I didn't know how many questions you were going to ask. I didn't know if that was going to be 21 questions or not.
Yep. Normally, it's about 30 questions in a full-blown sentence.
I've got a shark in my basement.
Leftover sausage gravy, biscuits and gravy, dude.
I don't have a
Tell me
shark
that
in my
don't sound
basement.
The sausage gravy was homemade by me, but the biscuits were, the canned biscuits.
Yeah. Hey, they're still good, huh?
Yeah.
Bless you.
Oh my! Hey, look
Thank
at you got some right here.
I ain't got any
There you
tissue
go.
paper. I got
Now
some
it's
toilet
on
paper.
your hand. Look on your hand. No.
Josh might need an umbrella with that crap.
I'm like, it wipes my mouth, not up here.
Man, I sneeze. It gets all over the place.
Oh, don't. I sneeze, and I'm literally looking for when it landed.
Thomas, there's no shark in the basement. What's up, JV? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I know you're still working, but man, I wish you'd be able to come up.
Are you gonna say?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
JV's
And also,
awesome.
well, though, I'm sorry. I didn't realise you've gone live today. Otherwise, I would have gone live.
No, that's fine. I saw that you were live right before I started. I'm like, you know what? If we overlap, we overlap. That's just how it sometimes goes. It's all
That's
good.
the reason why, during my life, I popped in and went hashtags Steve Ray.
Yeah, I know. I saw that, dude. That was awesome. Thank you so much for that raid. That was great.
Woo.
What? Yeah.
Who knows somebody who's pregnant? Anybody?
No.
No.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do. Yeah,
Yep.
me.
That's a beer baby.
I'm sure I have somebody in my family that's pregnant.
Yeah,
I have a friend in town that's pregnant. She's having a girl. She's like 8 months.
She's like this.
What's the population of that town?
Mine?
Soon to be +1.
Is it 5? What did you say? Nikki?
My town is 3,000.
Oh, is it 3,000? Dude, that's a city.
Oh,
not really. My town's 30,000.
Yeah.
We're a suburb of Cleveland.
I don't think we're a town anymore, Thrash. I think we're a city at what, 1.3 million?
Steve's town
is
like only 80,000.
Maybe 900,000.
We're taking everybody from California and Texas and everywhere else now.
Florida, New York, yeah.
Well,
Saudi Arabia,
grocery
Afghanistan.
stores.
Where I am, like, there's about 200 people. So
Yeah, you could stand on. You can stand on top of a Walmart here and spit and hit another one. That's
That's no exaggeration either. I mean, he's right about that. It's ridiculous anymore.
Hilarious.
Ooh,
JV.
who's downstairs?
Nick Rivers.
I need an intro for you, Cindy.
What's
How
up,
you
Nick?
doing?
Hey.
I need to get some intros put together for all y'all.
Love your hair.
No, it's not gonna be bad. It's not gonna be like Groovy's intro for you, Cindy. It's not gonna be bad.
I got it done yesterday and nails done today.
Ooh,
Cool.
I love it.
You look
Love
pretty.
It. Looks great. Yeah, you look great.
I went and got that reverse. What do they call that? That hair color for men. Only this one it puts gray in.
I think that's the natural version.
I'm getting ready to dye my hair twisted teal.
Oh wow,
Ooh.
nice.
Yeah.
Beanie went. She instead of she still got her half that's black. The other half is purple.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, they lifted the restriction on natural colored hair.
All right, yeah.
So,
Yeah, that was a crap we had to deal with in high school for me. I'm like, didn't matter to me. Except for they got mad at me because it was like the late 90s and everyone was frosting the tips of their hair. And they're like, that's not natural. I'm like, it is if you're over 40.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I had the frosted tips when I was a freshman. I'm not going to lie.
Well, I've literally just, I've still got the same sort of haircut that I've had when I was 15. Nope.
Yep.
I couldn't be asked. I literally could not be asked. I thought, sod it. Even though I had a fat face back then as well, I still do it anyway. At least that way as well. At least that way, my whole sort of head would have been the same color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Lone Star needs to keep his head bald because he can actually pull that off. I was shocked. We were all talking shit when he was getting it done, and then we saw him. We're like, "Oh, it actually works! Holy crap!"
Right.
Like,
Is he bald right now? I haven't seen him in a while.
He shaved his head for
ALS?
Doris.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So,
yeah. I heard that a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I've got a
Yeah,
long head.
sure.
I'm like, no way.
All right, guys. Have a good day.
You too, Mojo. Good to see
Hi,
you. buddy.
Mojo.
See you
Hey,
later.
deliver me some food. man.
Yeah.
Bye.
Oh, wait, Joey, what
Bye-bye.
have I told you about using that accent? I don't sound like that.
I was doing the John McLaughlin bye-bye from the McLaughlin group. Bye-bye.
So, Steve, are you in Birmingham?
No, I'm not. No, I'm in near Brighton.
Okay.
Thrash.
South
Do
Coast.
you
Oh, he's our
remember-
neighbor, Thrash. He's in Brent, Colorado.
Do you remember the McLaughlin group?
Yes.
I love the McLaughlin group. It was a great synopsization of the week's events on PBS on Friday nights. I think John McLaughlin's dead, ain't he? I know
Yeah,
Pat
got it.
Buchanan's still around.
Forever since I heard that group name.
Are we gonna look this up now? All right, hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fresh, how you been, buddy?
Chap.
I've been on panel with you before, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
Have I?
Yeah.
Okay,
We've been on together. You were all screwed up though. You can't remember.
Yeah.
Remember, yeah, I'll probably just pissed all the bloody time. That's the whole point about it.
No. I'm just joking.
It looks like it's still on the air, but I think McLaughlin's dead though.
Okay.
Yeah, he died in 16, so it's still in the air though. God, he was fucking 90.
Hell
That's
yeah,
crazy,
man.
dude. That's crazy.
That's awesome.
The way he did the show, he would have a panel table and 4 people sitting at a table, and he would have a list of issues. He'd go, "Issue 1: the United States is interfering in the Russian war with Ukraine. What is your opinion?" And they would score on the table.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's funny.
The Chadeo group consisted of 4 people splitting 1 beer.
Yep.
And it's an 8-ouncer.
And that's how we got. That's how we got in this situation. You're welcome.
He goes to the local brew pub. There's 4 beer. What do you guys have to drink? We'll have 1 22-ounce special beer. If you know, that's for everybody. We need 4 straws as well.
Right.
Right.
And one umbrella.
Backwash.
One umbrella. That's funny.
Oh,
man.
Joey, did you ask a question about stories of when we menstruated first?
Yeah, your second funniest menstruation story in honor of 2.
Cindy's just shaking her head.
Damn it, it is Taco Tuesday, National Margarita Day. So fuck that.
Yeah.
The whole thing is,
your tacos and margaritas your tacos and margaritas increase or decrease the amount of flow you have down there during menstruation time.
For God's sake.
Margaritas would probably increase because alcohol thins your blood.
That's true. More blood flowing out.
No.
It thins your blood, but it dehydrates you, and that causes more severe cramps. So
The tacos will probably clog you up though, because it's fattening food.
That just means you won't get the shits, Joey, or you will get the shits with your fucking tacos.
Hopefully it's not at the same. Well, actually, you probably would want to hope at the same time. That way, if it's all coming out at the same time, the period and the extra stuff, you just do one big wipe and save toilet paper.
Yep. Squeegee and some water.
Oh no!
You thought you would never get that gross, but I can go there. I can really go there.
All good. Hey, my grandma's calling me. Hold on.
Okay.
Hi, Grandma.
Hi, Grandma.
Grandma's gonna be like, "No, Nikki, I've heard you've been having issues with menstruation. Now in my day."
Oh, jeez. We used a corn cob. Wait, what?
When the Sears catalog came around, that was prime for menstruation.
It's fine. All I used was paper.
The morning paper wasn't as good as the afternoon paper, is what the popular opinion in the village was back then.
Cindy's just shaking her head. Like, what the hell am I in here for?
You never want to be the only girl on an all-guy panel when they're talking about menstruation. It's just not cool. You know what I mean? But sometimes circumstances dictate, you two. It's just it's a casualty of war. You know?
Obviously, you don't know me, Joey.
Pickle juice, yeah.
I used to work in the medical field before I got my education degree. So let me tell you, I could tell you some shit that would gross you out.
Oh, you'd be surprised at what doesn't gross me out. Now, I heard a story once that this chick going to the clinic and she's like, I got an infection in my pussy. And she goes up in there and she had like an old condom stuck up in the upper part of her fupa and shit. Like she forgot about it.
Oh my
and
God.
I can imagine that smell would probably be hellacious. No, like, smell like an old sewer fucking ran into a fish truck.
That's not the absolute worst smell there is out there.
Oh yeah, I mean if you combine, involuntary movements of the bowels, that could definitely increase the stank factor, especially if it's been rotting there for a minute. In some of these understaffed hospitals, who knows? I mean, generally chicks who are in the nursing home wards aren't really menstruation capable, but you never know. There may be some that are in there that are still menstruating, and if they got some of that crap coming up, you only get paid like $10 an hour to clean it up. It's not worth it. No way.
Queen Kathy has stories. Okay.
Yeah. Not being
do
rude,
this.
I'm sure she's got some stories behind her, bless her.
Like all the other guys are like, I ain't saying shit, motherfucker. Girls want to menstruate, you can menstruate. I don't want to know about it.
All right, Queen, I sent you a link on Facebook.
Like the whole thing is, most blokes are like when their women or family members are like going through the monthly cycle, get asked to do the monthly walk down the shop.
Mm-hmm.
I used to go down there with a like a commando, like making sure that no one saw me as I got it.
Well, there should be no embarrassment for a male buying female sanitary products. It's obvious you're buying it for fucking some chick in your life. So I mean, I have no embarrassment buying.
Like when you're 15, right, and you don't know what the hell's going on or whatever, you sort of like you don't realize what they are until you get home. It's like, oh, really? You put me down there. The next day, I had to literally wear a balaclava. It wasn't good.
Hey, Steve, do you remember that one Simpsons Simpsons when Homer was trying to buy the illegal fireworks and he went up to that counter? He's like, all right, give me some of those panty shields, a bottle of Old Harper, some illegal fireworks, and then he lists a bunch of shit and he brings it back to the house. And Marge is like, I don't know what you got planned for later, but you can count me out. gotta cut that fucking clip. I gotta find that clip. That's fucking great.
That's
One
great.
thing I
Oh my
found,
god,
though,
yeah.
the more older you get, it's like, oh well, yeah, there you go. Sorry, it can't be asked. Well, being embarrassed anymore. There you go, done.
I lose.
I'm finding it fascinating
Get
that
out of
these
the
are
camera.
men talking about having a period, and they have no point of reference for the shit.
I'm not in this conversation. I'm
No,
working.
stop touching buttons.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here quietly.
I'm listening to Joey. That's the whole point thing about it.
I know,
Why
but
you-
Joey's doing most
Stop
of the talking like he's actually had a uterus and vagina to actually have.
All right,
Not
listen,
I
Kathy.
used to call Stephanie. No, I'm only joking. No, the whole thing about all that sort of stuff. I'm sure, like in some sort of cases as well, women don't know what it feels like to be embarrassed on a bus while you're trying to get off, and you're sort of walking like this off the bus. It's a nice feeling. So yeah, like I'll put it out there. I won't say like the whole reason why behind it, but I'm sure that, like, see, don't drink before you come on stream. It's not good.
Yeah.
Because my whole entire body got like secrets all out there now. Oh crap! I'm now officially screwed.
All I know is that with periods, you gotta throw the old one away
here.
before you put the new one in there, because you don't want to, have. It's not like you're just, dog poop in the fucking snow in the winter. If it snows, the dog poop just gets covered. You don't pick it up right away. You don't just take an old tampon and put it up when the new tampon's still in there. Or take an old new one and put it in the old one. You gotta take the old tampon out and then put the new one in there first. I know that much.
How do you know all this, Joey? Like, is it? Actually, no, I don't want to know. Just leave it well alone. Walk away from that conversation. Or
Let loose. Hi.
Children.
Ow.
Joey's like mesmerized.
Hi, lady.
I'm watching that. I'm trying to turn on the TV here.
It's so funny.
Okay, Joey, what's your favorite feminine product?
The ones
I
you can
would say
floss after eating.
The Tampax brand is a good
What?
brand. I like that. Was like Henry's Flow. I'll tell you what, that one spray that comes down, some chicks spray their chick junk with that stuff. So good.
FTS, whatever it is, feminine FES.
I did not consent to this, Lucy. What are you
That's
doing?
old.
Yeah, it's been around for a minute, but it's not bad stuff though. It's not bad stuff. I like it. It's like
You silly girl.
her secret or some shit. I know you know what I'm talking
Her
about.
secret.
Like a spray, you spray it everywhere. It smells like a strip club. It smells okay. I like it.
Oh my
Let's
God,
give it up for
smells like the strip club.
Rachel.
Bam,
I love that one.
Spray that thing.
Well, I mean, all those chicks can't take baths all the time, so they spray that. The strip club chicks. Well, you gotta spray something down there.
Let's
So
give it up for
what's your
Rancid Rachel.
What's your opinion about cups?
What's up, BC?
There's BC.
I knew a stripper once that used to like self tan, and one time she douched without like showering, and then she had like streaks down her legs. She was so dumb.
Let's be real. A
What
lot
up,
of
BC?
we don't want to judge, but a lot of chicks going to stripping aren't exactly the shiniest pennies in the fountain.
Definitely not.
It's not exactly everybody's first career choice. Like, you do a bunch of shit, you try a bunch of things to make money, then you go into stripping. You don't like, I'm going to stripping school. This is not
Right.
Talking about pussy. Jeez.
Oh, look at that. Hi, kitty kitty. That's a nice
I'm getting
cat.
a lap dance.
I like that cat. I was getting one earlier and I had to blow her away.
You had to blow her away. Did
Yeah,
you really just say that?
Yeah, I did. I know what I was saying. I had to blow on her freaking blow on her face.
They go away like that.
She's staring at me on the floor like, what the hell, man?
Seriously,
Please
Nikki, why do we
do
come up on these panels?
I guess
know.
you love us.
It was real clean when I got up here.
right. And then somebody menstruated, and then it got all over the place.
Somebody's menstruating.
It was him. It was him.
It was
all
him.
him.
It was him.
Somebody have a dollar?
Diva Cup should sponsor Joey.
Oh
Wait,
my
the
God.
what?
Oh, hi.
Diva Cup.
What the fuck is that?
Oh my God, a menstrual cup?
Oh, all right.
Here's your dollar.
If there are the representatives of that company are out there, I will definitely sell your product because people like funny menstruation.
I'm like, I don't need any of that shit.
Oh, high five, sweetheart.
He makes advertisement stickers too.
Woo! Lap dance.
I would love to see Joey doing a whole
Nope.
sponsored by Diva Cup thing. That would be hilarious.
That's actually not a
Or
bad parody idea.
even a Viva Cup commercial as well. That'd be even more funny.
You remember that one when Michael Jordan did Saturday Night Live, and he's like, "There's been a lot of I've been doing a lot of commercials. But there's been some concern. I've been doing too many commercials. Let me show you a few." And he's walking down and like something. He's like, "You know, Mr. Jordan, sometimes I get that not so fresh feeling, you know." And then he's like, "Oh, when they get that feeling, sometimes, Jessica. That's why there's new feminine secret."
Let me just say, like, hands up for all the fucking like birth control companies and shit. Okay, Mirena specifically. I haven't had my fucking period since I had my last kid. All right, like I am good.
Wow. Wow.
I don't deal with any of that shit.
Does that shit back up now? Like, say you don't have a period for 8 months. Does it back up and then you're like month 8 and you have one? It's like 8 times the blood, or is it just?
Are you kidding me? I have an IUD. That means like nothing for 6 years. Like none of this 8-month shit.
Nice. We're talking about menstruation and various other topics, Mr. Anelli.
Yeah, John. Sorry, man.
What's up, John?
See, I didn't do the Marina. I did Depot.
Oh, yeah.
And I had like 3 years. I didn't have one, so
yeah.
There's an arm one too, like a plant, Norplant, I think it was.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
there's an arm one. I would never do that. I don't fucking like needles. I don't want
Oh,
shit written, like
Yeah,
injected.
it's like a
in
little.
me.
It's like a little chip they put in your.
In my head, it's like a whole arm going up somewhere. It's like, no, leave it well alone.
Hey, BC, come up if you want. Axe Nacho, what's up, Axe?
Norplant
John
is
Anelli, hey,
like
buddy.
matchsticks.
Okay.
And you'll have like 5 of them.
Right.
But-
Okay. I literally got like all I heard was arm and like the same sort of conversation we were talking about. I thought, where's the arm going?
BC, John, Axe, you guys
I
want
think
to come
my
up?
mind
Grab the
went
link
over
above.
time. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel a bit sorry for people who just sort of popped in to, like during the conversation.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't. It's too early for this shit. That's
I
probably
hope,
what
I hope
they're
the
saying.
trolls. I hope the trolls that used to watch are watching now, and they can stumble upon this. That'd be great. I want Johnny 5 to get a hold of this audio right now. That'd be great.
That would be great.
Well, the whole thing is, like, he
Oh,
started
don't say
this
you used to
on
come
my
by,
stream,
Joey.
But he couldn't like get any comeback because there wasn't any girls in the stream. But now there's 2 ladies in the stream now. He's like, well, we can have this conversation now. It's great fun. Yeah. I was like, no, dude.
I knew he was dying to have the conversation because I left your stream where he was
Yeah.
talking about it and then came over when Chadeo went live.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Kathy.
Oh, Kathy. Oh.
Sorry, Kathy.
Hey, Kathy.
Welcome.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Kathy.
Fucking hi.
Hi. Oh, I got someone in the base. Oh,
BC.
okay. What's up,
BC?
BC?
BC's in the house. Jump, rejoice. There's a party over here.
I'm gonna do it. Oh, BC's beer reviews. BC's beer reviews.
Hey, we're all gonna
BC's
get
beer
laid.
reviews. What's up, BC? How you doing, buddy?
I
Woo!
should say we're all going to get laid.
That's what I was gonna play. Joey beat me to bringing them
Oh, that
up.
was funny. Oh, dear.
No, I was doing the Rodney Dangerfield one that he does.
Yeah.
Hey,
Everyone, we're all gonna get laid.
Back to school.
I need to bring it back up, or I need to bring that back up, and I'm looking at open mic night somewhere.
Yeah, it's funny.
I did it once. I borrowed someone's like gray wig. I had it on, wore my suit, and the whole time it's just like adjusting my tie. Just probably about 10 minutes worth of Rodney jokes. And like, you're not supposed. This is supposed to be original content. I'm like, what's he gonna do? Sue me from the grave? I mean, come on now. I mean, it's basically a thing of respect for him. I was like honoring him by doing that.
Hey,
it was
did
good. I
Axe
mean, I got,
change his
got
name?
Playing something from Sam Kinison. It's one of them.
who's that? What was that,
Did
Nikki?
did Axe change his name to Axe the Nacho?
He did because he typed in Axe in YouTube and he was just buried. So he's trying to Axe and Nacho will help him get more visibility, which I want them to get because they're too good to be
That's one thing
buried.
you gotta test out before you do your channel is the searchability. That's so important, man. There's this
Yep.
guy I know. His name's Ben. I don't know him personally. I just seen him in one of the streams, but it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Ben, but it's like he puts a play in his words. His actual name is Ben, so it's Bourben. And you type in Bourbon to search, and it always autocorrects it to Bourbon. And
Yeah.
it's so annoying, man. Ugh.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, if you look up my name on YouTube, it'll bring you to John Burke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the?
So he does a Bob Ross painting thing.
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Seen him.
I was gonna say that's what I thought it was.
I want to see what happens if I put on Stuntman Steve.
You should come up. That's unique. Stuntman Steve
It
is so
should be,
unique.
yeah, but what I got to see is what I'm sort of related to. So give me a second.
Johnny Knoxville type videos, jackass videos. Stuntman Steve here.
Oh, T-Mobile. Yeah.
Welcome to
Oh,
the
yeah.
tavern.
Wiki is my whole entire screen. And also as well, randomly, there's a random person that looks like fucking Lurch. What the hell? Okay.
That's funny. Yeah. I know that's what I did on both Twitch and YouTube when I changed my name to what it is, and it was just me. Oh, actually, a rapper came up, but I looked. I'm like, well, he really hasn't posted in like 2.5 years. So
I tried getting those guys in the show. There's I think it's Bulgaria. There is a
Yeah.
song called. I showed it to you before. It's an awesome jam, actually. I tried stalking them. I couldn't find any. I don't speak Bulgarian, so I don't know how to fucking stalk them like that. But I sent him an email. Nobody responded, so I don't know.
Yeah, it might be a dead channel at this point.
Chadeo, you rap.
No, I don't.
He raps stuff.
You
that,
rap tape. You
lunch
rap
that brought it.
presents, right?
Not very well, but yes, I do.
He ships the shit to his mom, and then his mom fucking raps him. Then she ships.
Oh, my mom is a rapping champ. Hell yeah, she raps shit for me. Are you kidding me?
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't rapped a gift since my mom died. I bought gift bags all the time. I'm a guy. Guys don't need to know how to do that shit. Which job? No
I'm a
way.
The whole thing is, like, it all depends on if you wrap a present for your other half or your loved one or whatever. You do the best of your ability, and then you go here. You have a big old smile on your face, and then she literally goes, "Dude, you haven't wrapped out properly at all."
Oh, my uncle's insane. When he raps, it's just pure tape on paper, and you just can't get it open. I'm like, come on, uncle. What are you
still
doing?
have the sellotape on his roll still hanging there when you give the present over. That's the sort of
There
thing.
you go,
I
Axe. See, Axe? There you go, bud. Yeah, man, if you want to come up, I got room for one more, Axe.
Well, actually, hey, I'm gonna drop down. My son's not sleeping, so I'm gonna relieve my grandma.
You gonna go
Thanks for having me.
throw a spoon back at him?
Right? Man, this picture right here is really expensive, and he hit it with the freaking spoon. It didn't crack. I'm so thankful.
Oh, jeez. Yep. Go.
Damn.
Yeah,
Plus, you
go.
got a grandfather's clock behind you.
Nikki, that's when you pull out the wooden spoon and go, you want to hit my shit? Come on. Come here,
He
buddy.
doesn't understand
I
though,
know
so you
it, I
can't
know.
like
Yeah, I
punish
know.
him with spanking.
You don't
Turn him
spank
upside
a
down,
child.
dunk him in the toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That child doesn't need spanked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
He
know,
just
Nikki.
needs,
All right,
he
guys.
just needs to
See
talk
ya.
to.
Bye, Nikki.
Yep.
All right, Nikki.
Bye, Nikki. Love you, sweetie.
care.
Bye.
Later, Nikki.
I figured I'd take my shoes off since I've been home for an hour and a half.
Oh, now I can smell it. Oh,
Oh, shit.
Sorry. I've been trying to get the smell-o-vision, but it's not compatible with my computer. So.
Thank God for that in my house. Whew.
I get stuck up here.
Okay,
I
yeah.
freaking know
Thomas, if there's room, come on up in 48 minutes, man. Heck yeah.
But no, it's I was thinking as well about doing a few gaming reviews for my channel, but also as well like the whole thing with tavern is a bit sort of like okay, that might not go well with the whole.
It should. I mean, you go into a lot of taverns and stuff. They have like arcade games and stuff and bars and taverns, so that works.
Well, I've got lots of arcade games on my PC sort of thing. So, like, what I would love to do though is actually have like a retro Pi and make a little like mini arcade machine with it, and then do that'd be wicked.
See if this works right. With OBS, you could do this and have me in a corner, and your game would be in the black with OBS.
Yeah.
So, wrong one. There we go.
I know nothing about OBS.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love it.
You can use OBS if you're familiar with OBS. If not, then you can also use like I use Streamlabs.
Yeah.
When I game, and it's a whole lot
simpler, isn't it?
Yeah. Less anal retentive.
You have to pay for Streamlabs, don't you? I think.
No.
Oh, you don't. Okay.
No. Streamlabs. It was free. It was free. It should still be.
I did another short. Well, I did 2 shorts. I uploaded 2 shorts this morning. One of them is like taken off. The other one is just stuck. It's funny.
Oh, Thomas, that's amazing, man.
That's the last place I'd want to be, in John Ross's shorts.
How you doing, Kathy? All right?
Doing okay. How are you?
I'm fine, man. Getting there.
That's good.
You know? Getting there.
It's nice to see you laughing.
What do we got in the basement?
So you like gaming?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I love gaming.
Here we go. We got ourselves. He's from Canada. He likes to sing. He created my intro. It is Axe. Well, what's up, man?
Hey, Axe.
What's going on, everybody?
I enjoyed myself last night with you, Axe.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you
Aims to
guys.
please.
It was fun.
Yeah, you guys were a perfect nightcap that I needed. It was very enjoyable.
Oh,
The trivia was fun, man.
Theme song.
I can't believe I could answer some of those. I'm like, wow, okay.
Some of those were. I was surprised that you guys got some of
Nice
those.
to be able
Those
to
were hard.
talk and get talked over.
When life goes on, I'm like, oh, and then you hit the course. I'm like, yep, that's what it is. I take the note. I was like, boom. I'm like, yeah, I
Not
remember
too
that
many
show with
people
Corky.
remember Corky.
Yep.
I used to love Corky. He's good. Tour of Duty. That was a tough one.
I got it right away.
You did. I know. That was
She
a
did.
tough one.
I looked it up, but yeah, then I was like, oh, okay, yeah, because I had to look up that song that came up. I was like, okay,
Yeah, me and my dad used to watch that show all the time.
I remember Corky.
Axe,
With the
what
Down
time do you normally
syndrome.
go live?
He was so cute.
Sorry, Steve.
What time do you normally go live?
We usually go hit it around. We're usually late night. Actually, we were kind of early last night. 11 is pretty early for us. We're usually on like 12, midnight-ish.
Yeah, that'll probably be about 4 a.m. for me. So
5 a.m. Yeah,
I guess.
pop in
Yeah,
for,
5 a.m. Yep.
So like some people's lives, but like
Yeah, we just.
I'll try and catch another one though, fella.
Jack, good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, we just found the midnight works the best because it's like the kids are all tucked away, nobody else is using the internet, and
yeah,
kind of the best time for us.
Yeah.
And we can start drinking.
Oh no, I saw you had yourself a pint last night. I was like, oh yeah, there you go.
We had a couple of them. I mean, it was Canada Dry.
Well, what would be funny? Why go out for a pint when we can have one at home?
Look at that. There's a good one right there.
Yeah, I need to get a mug like yours. That's just it's short but kind of fat. I was looking at that mug like that's the kind of mug I need to get next.
Yeah, these are really cool. We got these in like a pack of 4, and they're actually good. You can put coffee in these. Tea,
I still
coffee.
think the best glass. I'll tell you the best glass I've got.
I like my Yeti.
The best glass is filled with.
Yeah, these are great. They have a nice glass. It's a Pilsner glass that's like thin and tall. It's got like a nice base. It's awesome.
That's
there you
what I
go.
like to call a glass.
Oh, that is cool.
I got a couple of those.
Yeah, like the one I saw Chadeo drinking out of one day.
That's the type
Yeah,
of
one
glass
of those.
you go to the bar and you duct tape that to your hand.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next time I go to the pub, I'm bringing that with me.
Speaking of Thrash has stepped
Is
away,
that your
but
shot glass, Steve?
Yeah. That'll be,
It's that imperial system.
yeah, it's good shit.
Oh wow.
That's my kind of shot glass. I mean,
Yeah. I've got a shot glass here, and I don't know how I got it because it has my mom's initials on it, sort of. So
It has it on it,
Sort of?
sort of.
Okay.
yeah, it's etched into it. I think she had
Sort
like
of.
she had three of them. She's like, "You want one?" I'm like, "Sure." She's like, "It has my initials in it." I'm like, "I don't care, man. It's the diamond logo. That's pretty cool."
I remember as
How it was
kids
done.
we'd use candle holders as shot glasses.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We'd find a
Yeah.
cool candle holder, clean it all out, take it wherever we went, and be like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So
nice to be cleaned. It's nice to be cleaned out.
Mhm.
And if it's not, whatever.
Now, I was gonna ask Thrash when the 2022 Chug Challenge is going to do, when he's going to want that, or if he's going to do it this year. But I did it last year. I can't chug it. You know, 6 seconds to get the leader down.
I'm saying I'm out of this whole 22 Chug Challenge.
Oh yeah, you're good. You're good. Yeah. Dude, it was tough. I did it. I recorded it, and I remember I finished it, and I had to sit down because I was like, "Holy shit!" That was, even though it took me 96 seconds. I'm like, "That's a lot straight to the stomach." Whoa.
Well, try doing 8 in about 3 hours then. Jeez.
Yeah.
That was literally
I mean, Thrash can do a liter chug in about 10 seconds. It's insane.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
he just right down. I'm like, oh, nope.
No, I can't do that.
No,
I
can't chug nothing.
I can't
I
chug.
was actually surprised though. Like, luckily, in a way, my brews weren't fizzy, so that's the whole reason why I was down in like no other things. Oh, jeez. Never, ever again. Never again.
Yeah. No, it's got my, well, sort of, because the initials are kind of flipped around. The O is large, and her first initial, middle initial are on the sides. It's kind of cool how it was done.
Axe, are you gonna make up a song for me too?
Oh, absolutely, 100%. I'm actually just doing a string change right now, putting some fresh strings on.
There you go.
Cool. I will definitely have to speak to you, sir, about doing a song for my intro.
Yeah.
Stuntman Steve Stevens. You can have all range with that, mate. As much as you want, it's fine.
And I gave you guys last night a little tip as a thank you for the
Yeah, I
intro.
seen that. Oh, we appreciate that. Anything,
Oh, of course, yeah. I'm like, I was like, you know what?
Shouldn't that
It's time
remain
for me.
Shouldn't that remain hush hush?
That's fine.
Yeah, like if somebody says, "Hey," I usually don't point it out. Like I'll point it out if somebody gives a tip or something like that, and say, "Hey, thanks for the tip." But I usually don't say names and stuff like that. But
Yeah. I mean, I tipped, and then you played the Chadeo song, like rock version. I was like, yeah, buddy.
it's hard, especially when you don't have. That's what it kind of ticks me off with YouTube, that they don't allow anybody to have a super chat. You know, if somebody wants to super chat and put it out there and say, "Hey, I tipped you," there you go.
Yeah.
And if you want to keep it, anonymous, well, there's always the PayPal account. But
That's what I like to do.
Yeah,
I don't like other people knowing if I give money or not.
I thought there's not a way in super chat to just put anonymous on it. I think you can change your name in it before you put it through.
But again, super chats, are cool and all that. And they're easy. It's easy to do. But you still take
super
40%.
I think super chats are kind of fun.
Yeah, like they make it fun, but YouTube takes like 40% of it. So
30. Oh, they take 30.
Yeah.
Twitch is a 50-50 split. That's one of the other reasons why I'm like, man, Twitch is just so So I'm like, that's why about 2 years ago, I'm like, I'm putting focus into YouTube. I've slowed it on Twitch, and I've just absolutely abandoned my Twitch. And I think I'm like $20 away from a payout there, so I have to go over there a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
Just to kind of get that last payout before I go. All right, guys. I'm leaving my Twitch account open. Please don't sub or anything. This is just because I moderate for people. I won't be streaming here. I'm on YouTube. Here's the link.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only good thing about Twitch is their quality is so much better. Like their video quality, their sound quality, so much better.
Yeah, I was able to do 1080 over there as an affiliate. It was like
So
perfect.
nice. Like I'll go rewatch my video on Twitch from a live stream, and it's just like super crisp.
Night and day.
You can see a fly flying in the background. You didn't even realize it was there.
Yeah, then you go watch YouTube. Yeah. So that's the crappy thing is like if you're using like I stream through OBS, and most people do, even when they go live. But even like I can't like if I'm doing like a music show, I just have to stream right through OBS because that way I get my sound and everything. If I do it through like Restream or StreamYards, the sound quality is really bad.
Yeah.
But the downfall is, unless I guess I can do it through Zoom, but you can't really bring in people or guests through OBS, which would be sweet if they eventually did that, or if YouTube actually made it possible to do it right through YouTube.
I think that there is a way of doing it though, Alex. Like, but you have to have Zoom on one side and have
Yeah.
on the other.
I'm not a big Zoom fan. I wasn't a big fan of Zoom. A little bit too complicated for me.
I know I had an interview last week on Zoom. I was like, oh, rather it have been like Microsoft Teams or something. But all right, I'll go with it.
See, if I'm going to do a panel show or anything, I use Restream, and I just like it because for free I can stream to every single platform all one shot, and it all brings all the chats all together in one clean thing.
Nice.
But you can only have 6 people on panel.
Yeah.
Right, but that's just the free version.
And
For me to bring my
if that's all you got, that's it's free.
yeah, exactly, free. And I don't really do panel shows that much.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I might have to do the whole Restream thing.
Yeah, they wanted to get my OBS sound, my high definition sound on there. They want like $1,000 a year.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. Well, I know some people are paying like I think OG Sound pays it $400 a year to get high def video.
Oh no, yeah, through a StreamYard, yeah.
StreamYard.
I think I'm paying $250 a year.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah.
Something like that, maybe. Yeah, I think it was $250 for the year.
Like the whole thing.
It's up in August, and I'll have to evaluate it in August. Well, I'll probably keep it going. That works for me.
Obviously, I stream roughly about sort of like 3 times a week, sort of thing, because I enjoy streaming. And I'm sort of decided to think, would it be good enough for me actually to pay for StreamYard? But like 6 people is fine. It doesn't really matter because
6 people is good.
I'm not a big channel yet, so it doesn't really matter at the moment. So you can chop and change as well.
Yeah, I think I pulled the trigger around 700 subs. I'm like, all right, I'm starting to pick up some momentum. Let's just do it. And plus, there was one stream. It was like I had 6 people up, and me and someone else was in the basement. I was like, all right, I guess this is the time to just do it. And then I did it like secretly, and then bam, it's just out of the middle of nowhere, 8 people are up there, and everyone was like, holy crap, heck yeah, man. So,
yeah. But I will get there, but I'll probably need more people to more help that, and then do that with more people watching me and all that sort of stuff. So so it means I have to be more entertaining.
That's a lot of fun over. I have a lot of fun over on your stream. It's always fun.
This is the whole thing, though. Which I'm really looking forward to. Sorry to plug it again, Chadeo. That stream on the 31st because the whole reason why it's all to do with autism and all that sort of stuff. So I can't wait for that because I've got Jomo coming out. I've also got I think Jay from Blue Farm and Nikki's coming on as well. So it's literally the way I look at it. You have 2 dynamics: people who live with autism and people who actually look after people who live who actually have it. So
it's important to me too. I created a sensory story time at the library, and of course I created it, put all the work in it. They're like, yeah, you're not running it. It's on the day that you don't work. And then they just ran it in the ground. I'm like, if I was running it, I would not have said, well, we're a public library and we're going to let anybody in. I'm going to say, no, this is a specialty story time for those on the spectrum. And it's for them to be comfortable and not overwhelmed with like 20 kids in there. This is more of a 6 to 8 kid story time.
Definitely, of course.
Sensory stuff for them to play with throughout the story time. It's like, no, they ran it to the ground. I'm like,
and they wouldn't do it.
Sorry?
No, they did it, but they said, well, we're a public library. We can't turn people down. I'm like, well, this is specifically for those on the spectrum, and you're letting the rowdy kids in there too, and it's overwhelming the kids, who this is for. I mean, you guys just ran it to the ground because you're afraid to turn people away because you're afraid of, stuff. It's like whatever. So
they don't turn anybody away. Look who they have reading story time.
I know. Definitely not me. I ran it once. The parents were like, "You are so good," because when I ran it, I made sure there's like 6 kids in there only. Keep it small for those kids, and the kids loved it. And parents loved it. We had a good time. It was supposed to be half an hour, and we went like 45 minutes because the kids wanted to keep it going and songs and play and stuff. It's like, hello,
Yeah, exactly. Because if there's more than sort of, I'll say about 10 kids, that little thing, people the kids on the spectrum will be like too much overload sort of thing for them.
It's sensory overload. That's why I kept it small. Work hated it, but I'm like, the kids loved it. We went longer than we were allocated. The parents absolutely loved it. But hey, if you want to keep running it the way you do, have fun. Not doing this much longer. I was like, but that's fine because it's my program and I can move on to a different library and introduce it there. And because I have the whole layout and everything.
Yeah.
I can't stand that autism spectrum they have for. It's too big. Their spectrum is way too big, and I think it's ruining a lot of kids. And it's taking away from the kids that actually need help. Because
I get that. Yeah.
When I was a kid, they didn't have that. The kid that might be ADD or whatever else. He sat at the back. He was a bad kid. He had detention a lot. He shot spitballs. We laughed at that kid. But he grew up to be the mechanics. They grew up building our decks, construction, and all these things. They couldn't. You can't sit still. They want to work. So put them to work instead of let's dope them up full of medication. Keep their hands busy. Back in the day, they were busy. They went home. They were building cars. They were always doing something.
Yep, I'm that kid. I'm that kid. I'm always projects off air and stuff, and whatnot, just to keep moving.
And they make the best workers. People with ADD, we all have a little bit of it, I think. But they're great workers. There's nothing like I just hate that we label people so much. Stick
also as well though.
We just want to put them in a category and say that's who you are. And kids these days, if they don't need it, but they get labeled that, it becomes an excuse not to achieve or keep going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but also
an excuse.
It's sort of like if someone gets sort of diagnosed with that, like it's sort of like it's kind of like the whole world sort of opens up, So it's kind of like, well, okay, fine. I was like the weak kid, and this, that, the other, but that's the reason why I was the weak kid and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I think people these days they don't want to accept their own personal struggles in life. We're always looking at the next person beside us and saying, "Well, that's not fair that they don't have this problem." Well, our problems through life is what turns us into the individuals we become as adults. So if we take all of those away and everybody's the same, every adult's just going to have the exact same personality, the same traits. It's like, what a boring world.
I mean, I'm ADHD, and when I started college or university, wherever you are, what it's called, they asked me like, well, do you have a disability like blah, 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 ADHD? And I said, no, because I'm like, I'm doing this without you having to sit here and put me on like an IDP or some crap like that. And I'm like, no, I'm doing this to prove to myself that, even though I have ADHD, I can do this and live a normal life and just do me. And it's like, Hell, man, not only did I graduate university and made my parents go, holy crap, and I went on and got a graduate degree, and they're just like, wow, you know?
That's right.
Well,
You
it's
know?
like, prove to me, to myself, that I can do this, and then also show my family and friends.
Definitely. Because when I was a kid, my parents got told by a few doctors or whatever. Me personally, couldn't go to school, can hold down a relationship, and I could hold down a job. I've done all three things and proved those fuckers wrong, because it's literally like the whole point about it is literally like
Right.
now no one can tell me like anything that I can't
It's
do.
actually based just on the level of where you are.
Yeah.
On that spectrum.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also, and I have severe panic anxiety at times where I can have them while I'm talking to you and I can't breathe.
Yeah, no, I get
Now
those
there is,
talking about.
but there is also, and I've been in grocery stores where I've had them, where my family has had to peel my hands off of a grocery cart to get me out.
Yeah, you just gotta
'Cause I
leave,
freeze.
right?
Because I have to freeze. Now it is a thing, but a lot of people use that as an excuse, because they're worried, or they're trying to do this, or they want to get help, and all they are is just using it. People use disabilities for reasons that they shouldn't be using them for.
Yeah. And then the people who need them get overlooked.
And the people that honestly have it are looked down upon.
Yeah.
And they don't get the help they need.
Right. And that's what I was going to say. They do not get the help. Now, like Chadeo saying, he wanted to do it without them knowing about it. Some people that do have those disabilities can get help through schools with payments, and they can also be able to learn through all that. The government can pay your college to help you through if you get that, if you have that problem. There are things out there that can help people. It's good that Chadeo can afford to be able to go through school and to have that college degree. Some people can't.
Mm-hmm.
With those disabilities, some families can't afford that. It's not that they don't want to send their child to college; they can't afford it.
Yeah.
So if they got to use, and unfortunately, if they got to use that to be able to get their college degree, to prove what they can do, they will do it. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Yeah.
Isn't there something in the US called like a scholarship as well?
Right, there are scholarships,
Yeah.
but I don't think that they fall into scholarships.
Hi,
I think
Wolfie.
it's just, I don't think it's that falls into a scholarship that you have ADHD or any kind of disability. It's under the Disability Act of being able to get help.
Yeah. What I was like trying to get to was literally if someone's like really good at, like, say for example sports, for example, they can actually get onto a scholarship that way as well. Even that sort of stuff.
100%, yeah.
So even though they might have a certain, I hate saying it, but a certain disability. I mean, because like people always say, I've got a disability sort of thing. But the whole thing is, it doesn't make you unable to do something else, right? Because in a way, like I feel like personally, having a disability doesn't make you not be able to do other things, right? Because, like, say for example, 10 years ago, this is the honest truth. 10 years ago, I would not even done any like YouTube, so I didn't have any confidence in myself. Nothing. It wasn't until I went to a college and did performing arts. Now I'm able to do all this sort of stuff. So it's, in a way, I feel like in a way as well, it's sort of like so much stigma like around this sort of stuff. You know what I mean?
Well, if we want to go back to the show Rain Man,
Yeah.
look, he was
Great
very good
movie.
at mathematics.
Yeah.
There was,
He's still alive today. The real Rain Man.
Dustin Hoff. Oh yeah.
I know the real guy. The movie was based
Yeah,
on.
right. Right.
Yeah, he's still
Right.
alive.
And he was very, very good at mathematics.
Yep.
What he could do with that math, where he may lack in other aspects in his life, he was very good at that.
Well,
But
do you think-
autism and different things that people deal with, they can be very good. We all are very good at something.
That's right.
Sometimes we just don't know.
If we went back in time and at all the savants, all the super intelligent people, the Einsteins, the Leonardo da Vinci's, and all of this stuff, and we sent our doctors back then, they'd have these people so medicated that we wouldn't have these fine things today.
Exactly.
Right.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Well, but also look at Einstein. He had issues as well.
Oh,
and look what he did.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had mental issues.
Yeah, I heard he can speak it.
The most brilliant mind of the 20th century. Yep.
Yeah. And then I blame schools and parents these days. They let the government just raise their kids. Schools are trying to get kids diagnosed just to get an extra fund. They tried to do that with my kid. He was 5 years old in kindergarten. They called us in. They said, well, we think he might be autistic because he's showing all the signs. And I'm like, he's 5. He's going to show every sign. He's a kid. Leave him alone. And really all they wanted was just to get the numbers up so that they could get more funding for their class so the teacher could be lazy and have a helper and all that stuff. And he grew out of it. His teacher seen him 5 years later and was like, wow, that's incredible. He grew out of every one of those traits.
Wow.
Like, yeah, just put the work in. Help him.
You know,
Yep.
I just wanted to say something. Cindy, you have a degree in elementary, and what do you think about this?
Elementary, my dear Kathy.
Well, I did. I got my bachelor's degree in elementary education, and I worked in the education field for a while. And the ironic thing is, when we're studying education, we study different theorists. And personally, I believe I'm more about everyone is capable of learning. They're just different learning styles. In a way, I agree some with what Axe is saying. A lot of the issues today, and the reason why I am no longer a teacher, is the government is really involved in schools to the point that we went from a core curriculum to standards to now the no child left behind bullshit and all that.
And then the Common Core, yeah.
And there is, oh God, I have an issue with mainstreaming. And mainstreaming is an education jargon, keyword, whatever. It's where you take the children out of who are, okay, let's put it down. It's where you take the kids out of special ed and you put them in the classroom. Because by today's standards, classroom sizes are anywhere from 22 to 30 children.
Yeah.
And you've got standards.
Do you think, Cindy, that the teachers teach by the fastest student and leave the slowest student behind?
I think it's more along the lines of you try to hit the middle mark.
Yep.
Because okay, I am a parent to a gifted child. When she was in in Japan for first grade, and we left Japan. She was reading and comprehending on a 5th grade level.
Hmm.
When
I
we
too
came,
have a son like that as well.
when we came to the United States, and I put her into a public school because the teacher had to cater to a child who was reading 4 words per minute. My child's reading and everything else kind of stagnated. She got bored. She
Hmm.
didn't grow. And
Right.
and a lot of the problems today in education is you cannot you cannot go through and cater to 30 children in 30 different styles and be successful. And that is the honest to God's truth.
Yeah, they
And
don't want the teachers to care.
the bad thing is you have to, and you have to meet, when they start throwing core curriculum in there, then you've got to meet so many standards, so many things per year. You've got to do that instead of being able to sit down and say, okay, this child, and this child, they are a more kinesthetic learner. They're going to learn hands on. They're going to learn this way. And this child over here is more visual, and they're going to learn by seeing an example, that kind of thing. This child's going to learn by hearing it, and instead of being able to cater to each one and making a smaller classroom size like you should, so you can cater to every child. If you're going to mainstream, if you're going to cater honestly to every child, then make it a 10-child classroom.
Right.
Start hiring in teachers. This bullshit about there's a high need for teachers is bullshit. It is honestly bullshit. There is a high need for special education teachers. There is a high need for middle and high school science and math teachers. And there's a high need for technology teachers. And these are the areas where there's a high need. And it's region by region on other things. The elementary market, my market, is so damn flooded with teachers. It is highly competitive to get a job. And unless you know somebody or you've got really out there skills, everything, new teachers are not going to be able to just walk in and here you go.
Well, I don't know about the States, but here in Canada, teachers are making a lot more money today than they were 20 years ago. A lot more. Like teachers back in the day, that you started teaching because you wanted to be a teacher. You had to start out as a substitute teacher, taking work wherever you can, working for nothing, and then hopefully that you'd get a job making like 20,000 a year. Like when I went to school, like a lot of the teachers and stuff, they went and did construction in the summertime just because they couldn't. They had to supplement. But now teachers are just, they get paid for everything now almost. Here, I don't know in the States, but that's the way it is here now.
Area by area, I know when I left teaching, I was actually looking at possibly going back into teaching in this area. And with my master's started and everything else, I would still only start at like 32,000.
Right, yeah.
And to be honest, for what they're expecting from teachers, that's not enough, honestly.
Yeah, and like I said, the government doesn't want them to care. They want it going so fast that they can't take time to pick up the kids that are lacking.
It is awful when children graduate and they still can't read.
Yeah.
Like I said that about my youngest son. He was struggling, and for the last 2 years, I said he needs to be held back a grade. It's not that he's dumb or anything. He learns at a different pace.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's like they just keep pushing. And they go, we can't do that. If he's going to do that, you got to go have him assessed by doctors and this and that. And all this other things. It's like, oh, and they
And they
just keep
want to
pushing
fail
through.
them.
And every year he just struggles. That's right, and he
then they
feels
wanna-
bad about himself. Every year he
Yeah,
gets a
right.
report card. He goes, you know.
Well,
And
when
if
I
you
was
think
going to
about it,
school, they had the slow learners classroom, and then but also they also had many tutors that would come from the high school, would come to the elementary, and they would help with children that if you needed help in math but you were okay in everything else, they would have a little tutor take you out of the classroom and teach you and help you with that certain area. And then once you did good, you got put back in at back in your class during math, and you were fine. But they noticed where some of the kids lacked and needed help, and they would help. I don't see that. Now I have to say in our little town, they do seem to care. The teachers do seem to care. There may be a couple that don't give a shit, but most do. So I would say the majority of our teachers in our town do care about their children. They like to be contacting the parents. They like to. But then it comes to the point that the parents were, I send them there to teach, for you to teach. Why are you bothering me? Then you get those kind of parents because they're using them as, like a daycare. But you do get some of those parents. But we do have good teachers, majority in our town. So I'm very happy about that. But as a whole in the United States, it's not that way. Because the government does say you have to meet this, you got to do this, you got to do this. They continuously are telling them what they have to do, and this is how it has to be done. And then children are left behind.
Gotta stop treating them like eggs. They're not breakable.
But they're also, and then you fail that child and say they don't meet the criteria to go to the next grade, and that right there, you're telling them they're a failure. And all they needed was just some extra help.
Yep. Oh yeah.
I just, if you think about when we went to school, when we were in school, how many students were in your classes?
20 max.
Yeah.
30, 35 in mine.
Not mine.
Yeah, they maxed at 20 back when I was.
Of course, I went to school way earlier than you kids, but ours was young. Ours was smaller.
Yeah.
But I have to say, I did get put back in third grade, and there was a big reason. Is because I went to a private school, a Catholic school, and then we were in a structured environment, and then when we moved to the country, and we went to a public country school, I didn't handle the transition very well. So they decided that because I didn't handle it, not that my grades were bad, but because I didn't handle it right, the differences, they thought it would be better if I stayed back in third grade again.
Yeah, that's funny.
I think that was the stupidest reason.
Yeah, and they push kids through today, and look at how easy they have it. Like, look at the difficulty we had writing an essay or a thesis or something. We didn't have computers. We had to go get the encyclopedias out. You had to go to the library. These kids now, they just use it on their phones, and it's right there.
I don't even think people know what a thesaurus is.
Yeah.
But
yeah, exactly.
But when I left high school and then went to college and had to write in APA
Hello, Joey.
style and MLA style,
Mhm.
I was woefully not prepared for that shit.
I wasn't
So,
either.
You know,
Well, with the internet, dude, you don't really need to worry about education as much as we did to. I think as a country, we need to focus more on practical skills for these kids so they can get jobs in a virtual economy. Like, there's no need to be teaching people some of this crap out there. Like cursive, I know we've fought about this before, but like cursive writing, why are these kids learning cursive writing? There's no way. It's a waste of money.
But the thing is everything's good and everything's cool, and we don't need any of this stuff until the internet goes out and you can't Google shit anymore.
Yeah. When has the internet ever went out?
Now it's all whatever's up here. If you don't know how to go out and build a shed, or you don't know how to go and build something for survival, you can't dig a hole or even swing a hammer. You know, you don't know how to grow food because everyone was like, I don't need to learn.
Yeah,
how to
but
grow.
is
It's all
that
on my
is that
phone.
not Joey's point? Joey's saying we need to be teaching kids practical skills, not
That's the thing. Teach them how to build and farm. And
No, you should teach both. I mean, you should balance it. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I
let's
still have
be
a
real.
thesaurus and a
Let's
dictionary.
be real too. Let's be real too. In today's world, you're not going to have a complete shutdown where everything's chaos. Not at least not in the Western world. You're not going to have that. It's just not going to happen. You might have food shortages here or there, but people are way too lazy to riot. They're never going to do any kind of that stuff they did back in the past. We're all spoiled at the end of the day, if we're being real.
Well, do you see the Chinese letting their kids sit on the internet or play computer games for 4 or 5 hours a night? No, they fucking don't. Get a book, study, learn, get better, get smarter. No, but the Western countries, you know, go and play your Xbox, go and sit and watch in front of the fucking TV, or you know whatever. And there's too many kids now that just want to be a fucking YouTuber, or they want to be a TikTok star, or they want to be an influencer. I fucking hate that term, but I'm an influencer. Yeah, get a
I hate
job.
that
You're a
term, too.
fucking waitress.
My buddy hates that term, influencer.
I hate that too. I mean, I have books in every room in my house: bathrooms, kitchen, right in front of me, beside me, in my bedroom, everywhere. I have books everywhere in my house. Just
And how often do you read them? Because you're on the internet quite often.
I read every night. I read for about an hour every night before I go to bed.
I haven't read a book in 25 years. I'm none the stupider. I mean, books have their place, but anything that's in a book you can learn in half the time online. I mean,
it's not like
Really now,
educational
Joey?
books. It's like Mark Twain. I have Mark Twain in almost every room, and Dickens all over the place. I have those classic literature books that I absolutely love all
Did
throughout
you
my
steal
house.
those from the library?
No, I bought them on my own, Kathy.
Yeah, Kathy. He
All my
bought
library
those.
books have been returned.
I think
Stay on the booker.
I think there are some things. There are honestly some
There,
things.
everybody
you
should
can,
be reading that at this point. I only realized yesterday I have 2 copies of it.
What's
1984.
1984?
I thought that was 1984. Yep, I
George
got that
Orwell.
sitting, yeah, that's in my downstairs bathroom. I love it. Such a good book.
I don't think you can learn everything from YouTube or the internet.
No,
I mean,
absolutely not.
100%. There's not a book out there. It's not a YouTube or an audiobook. Not a single one. Books at this point, with all these trees out there, they're bad for the environment, if we're being real.
No, that's bullshit. That you're wrong.
A solar flare can't knock
I
out.
know. I know. Trees. You're best cutting trees down. It's better for the environment because you replant trees, and young trees are better for the environment than old trees. Take it from somebody that's bought and sold timber for 30 years.
I believe you, Captain.
Old trees. Old trees stop taking in carbon, they fall over and they start releasing carbon. Young trees absorb carbon. So you're much better, and that's why
And that's
timber.
why you go chop those down, plant another tree, use that for wood, and do what you need to do. And stop cutting down the newer trees, because that's where it hurts the environment.
Usually do a lot of timber frame housing over there, and that's great. Use of massive forests, and they're well managed, and it's really good for the environment. Cut the trees down, plant new ones, and it's great.
Why is the price of lumber so expensive right now?
It used to be every time when one of our family members died, we would plant a tree.
Yep.
We'd always get a tree on our doorstep. Somebody would be, and we'd always go out and plant a tree.
I mean,
I don't know if people still do that nowadays, but that's what it used to be. It was a big thing in the family.
But yeah, and Jewish, not law, but with Judaism, you always have a tree planted in your name. So I have a tree in my name. My brother does, my dad does, stepmom does, sister does. So,
This is the book I've been reading lately. You can see it.
I'm too sexy.
Hold on, let me enlarge that.
How to be sexy.
I love it.
I give you the too long didn't read version of that book. It's just watch Chadeo's channel and do the exact opposite of what he does, and that's how to be sexy.
Did you learn anything, X?
A little bit. I like the
Yeah,
pictures.
I've been reading a lot of this.
Oh,
I've
you're a
been
picture
essays.
reader.
Yeah.
You read the pictures.
Yeah, I mean, I've
I'm talking shit, but I actually do have a book I got to read. Here's I bought this from this guy here.
No.
Nobody cares.
Chadeo, do you have those books for doorstops or what?
No, these are books. These are the type of books I have around my house. Emerson, I have Beowulf. This one is awesome. It's such a great read. It's
You remember of
the Professor and the Madman. Yeah.
Chadeo, do you remember of Mice and Men when he killed that fucking mouse that was in his pocket?
Yeah.
He crushed that fucking mouse, dude. The mouse had no chance.
I know.
Do you do that? Do you carry a mouse in your pocket, bro?
No.
Why don't you?
Because I'm good.
Hey, Phil.
So are we to assume that
What's up,
Lemmy
Phil?
is mentally ill? Lemmy has
Chadeo.
right? Like
Hey,
Lemmy wouldn't be
Jared
out there.
Dracula.
He would be in jail in 2022. Lemmy.
Lovely copy too.
Yeah.
There's nothing nice than having a good book in your hand.
Even stuff like
that's-
this, Blood on the Sand Creek, great read. A biography of Mark Twain, I love
You
it.
ain't read
So-
none of those books, bro. Shut up.
I have read every single one of these books, Joey. Yes.
Okay, that Mark Twain book. Can you
Huh?
tell me about what it said? Because I read it before. Could you tell me all about that?
Yeah, it tells about his life growing up in Missouri and his struggles. He was a steamboat operator. He was supposed to be on one steamboat. His brother took over instead, and the engine blew and killed his brother. And Mark was supposed to be on it. It really just left him down. So he went
Hey, Blake.
he went to San Francisco, worked as a print presser there, went to Nevada, print presser there, and started writing. And yeah, so Mark Twain's life is actually very intriguing. I am a
Not
huge
so
Mark Twain
soon.
fan. So there you go, Kathy. That's Mark Twain kind of in a nutshell. He moved to Connecticut later in life, had a house full of cats. He always read stories to his kids, had his little reading room outside of his Hartford home. So
They
he
say
write
Hemingway.
now.
They say Hemingway was a big.
I think I'm already something.
Hemingway was a nut job.
They say Hemingway was back in 9 inches, bro.
I don't know, but he was a nut job. He probably was.
It's a little more
Well,
difficult.
he still had good books, though.
Oh, I know.
look
Yes,
it up.
Hemingway's another
Okay.
author I love. Yep.
Hey, Phil.
Cheers, Phil.
But yeah, like the whole sort of reading thing, though, like for me personally, if I started reading a book and then put it down, 15, like even if I have like a buddy a stab or like to say my page, I'll forget what I've read, so there'd be no point in me reading it.
Yeah,
So,
that's the way I am when reading
so it's
too.
like, okay, fine. That's the whole reason why I rather like sort of look things up on YouTube and read
Cheers,
on that.
Blake. Love you,
Then
buddy.
like sort of like read books because I know within 15 minutes later I will forget about it. So you know?
I get distracted and I get bored too. I don't have the attention span to read a lot.
And that's why they say about 45 minutes.
What were you
to an
talking
hour
about?
Reading. That's why I say it, and I've heard this from many different people. Is 45 minutes to, if you're like even in school, work on assignments for 45 minutes to an hour, and then digest it for a good half an hour, and you'll retain it better, and then hit something else for that long. It's just don't pound it out. Don't sit there and just try to study for like 4 hours straight because you have an exam the next morning. You're not going to remember shit. But yeah, you just gotta kind of go through it for about an hour, digest it, think about it, and just kind of instill it in your mind, and then work on it again, or work on something else and do the same thing. So that worked for me perfectly, because for the longest time I'd read something and forget it right away because I was trying to push it hard. That's why, like in college and university, it was like I'd be working on assignments 6 weeks before it was due, or start the
You ever
reading
read
a
The
little
Old
bit
Man in the
beforehand.
Sea?
Yeah, Hemingway. It's a great novel. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got one for you.
I had to do a book report on The Old Man in the Sea, and I picked that.
I
Go on,
fear
Joey.
the Indians of Cleveland. I remember that
Joey.
book.
I wouldn't even watch a movie with subtitles.
Joey got quiet.
I'm like, don't trick me into reading. I want to watch something. Crap is this? Trickery.
It was like that with Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, bro. I didn't want to read that shit.
I didn't like that. I was like, this is ridiculous. I'm not.
That movie was stupid anyways. It won an Academy Award. The movie was fucking stupid.
Yeah.
That's how most Academy Award winners are. You're like, how did that win Best Picture?
Read. I'm here to watch a movie, and you're making me read.
But Chadeo, we were saying now about revising. The hardest night I ever had studying for, I was only a GCSE, but a physics exam, and it was really difficult to study because they were running through my street throwing petrol bombs at the police for three nights. And I literally had to get up in the morning, go to school, do my exam, get home before the riot started again the next night.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that sucks. That's
Yeah,
so
that was
bad.
tricky.
I struggled with Shakespeare and Greek mythology. Those were my weak areas, and in university as an English literature major. I mean, I struggled with those. I'm like, this is just too much. Give me some Mark Twain. Give me Huckleberry Finn. I love it. I can dissect that and have fun with it and give my opinions on it. Professors loved it. I mean, hell, in university, I had to read, like, literally read Huckleberry Finn 3 times, and all 3 times I brought up different aspects of it. And professors
But
were
it takes right back to that school conversation, right? Where it's like, in school, you hand me one of these books and I'm not interested in it. I don't want to read it. But you get older and you start finding things that you like to read, and you're like, oh, I can't put this thing down, or I'm reading it and I'm actually enjoying this, or I'm obtaining information from this book or something. You're like, wow. It was just
that's what's good about university. I don't know how it is up in Canada, but here you could take, oh, I don't like that aspect of literature. I don't like, Hispanic literature, but I like British literature, and they would, you could take either one. That's how they do it here. Like, okay, you take your Brit literature, that counts as the same credits towards, Hispanic literature, and vice versa. So, I mean, down here they give you the opportunity to take something that you're more interested in. I almost took a Sylvia Plath class. It was just a whole semester of Sylvia Plath, and I held off. I'm like, yeah, I'm not really that much into Sylvia. And then the next semester, bam, Mark Twain. I was like, oh, fuck yeah. And that was one of my favorite classes. It was so much fun. Just reading a bunch of Mark Twain books, Huckleberry Finn, Tom Sawyer, Connecticut Yankee, and King Arthur's Court, all that stuff. It was awesome.
Yeah, all those books.
Yes, I did, Joey. I was an English lit major, Joey. I read all of those books.
He didn't have nothing to do while he was at the library.
I wasn't working at the library at the time. I was working part-time at the school and going to school full-time. So every night I'd come home. That's why I started YouTube when I did, because I was done with school. I told myself, I'm like, don't start doing YouTube until you are done with your master's degree, and then
You told yourself that, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
I have, yeah.
And you listened to yourself.
I did. I didn't want outside distractions. I wanted to focus on my education, and when that was done, it's like, okay, now we can
If you're talking to yourself, I'm sure there was no outside distractions.
Ha ha ha.
That's my only outside distraction.
They say the smartest people in the world always talk to themselves, right?
That's why I like being around people, is because when you're around people, you can rant and you're not talking to yourself, you're talking to other people. So,
I don't know. I think the smartest people get to talk to other people because they learn from each other. If you're going to sit there and talk to yourself continuously, You're only going to know what you know.
No, well,
Yeah, you can learn by watching and observing and reading too. I mean, it's not all talking with people. It all depends on who you're talking to too. If you're talking to people, it depends what
But
you turn the lights on.
if you're gonna continuously just sit there and talk to your fucking self all the time, you're only gonna know what you know.
No, because
You
sometimes
gotta
you
be
can
able
learn
to
from
talk to
yourself.
other people.
That's not necessarily true, because sometimes you can talk to yourself and you think of a topic you wouldn't really be talking about, and then you look it up on the internet, so you can learn from talking to yourself for sure.
All
That's
right,
a
you
completely accurate.
It helps with judgment
You would chuck a shoe
skills.
at me right now if we we're in the same room.
No.
Kathy would throw a shoe at me right now, right in my head, like boom. You know, I've been hit in the head with a roller skate twice in my life, not just once, but twice. With a roller skate.
There's the everybody. We found out the reason now. The piece of the puzzle has came to. We got the piece of the puzzle.
Yeah,
I used to fuck with when we were little. I used to fuck with this one chick. I used to pretend she was Monster, and I'd go, "Raquel, big Raquel, eat roast beef," and she would get pissed every time I did that. She just chucked her roller skate in my head one day. She's like, "Joe, shut up!" That's fucking hilarious. She's psycho though. That girl Raquel, she came to that buddy Don's house with a gun, bro, like with a gun for no reason. After he broke up with her, so she deserved that shit. Fucking psycho.
Yeah. Sometimes when you want to hear a bit of common sense, you have to talk to yourself.
Yeah, that's true. And like sometimes when you sort of like,
I'm not saying it's bad.
Sorry?
I'm sorry, Steve. Go on, honey.
It's okay. That's fine.
No, go on.
When like you sort of like trying to work out what you want to do for the day, you sort of like I've done it like myself. Like I did this, that, but like if I did this, like this will happen. And I'll literally have a whole-blown half-hour conversation with myself, and I realise like my dog's looking at me going, "What the fuck are you saying?" Sort of thing. I'm doing this whole blown conversation to myself about what I'll be doing for the whole day, and it'll be like it'll be half hour gone. So I'll be like, why did I do that in the first place, sort of thing. So, but
I've worked out many problems talking to myself.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's problem solving skills. It helps build that, and that way you can make in the real world working with people. You can make good judgments quickly that are
You ask
beneficial.
yourself, yeah, you're working out a problem. You ask yourself, you're like, well, why isn't that working? I don't know. Well, let's figure it out. What's going on?
I know. I've talked to myself, but I talk loud. I don't.
I just
No, I walk around my house and talk to myself like this. I'm like,
Yes.
okay, and
My grandkids will say, "Grandma, do you realize that you're talking to yourself?" And I said, "Well, yeah." I said, "You're not going to help me with what I got going on in my head."
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's where you just walk around and say, I'm just talking for anybody who's there to listen, including myself.
Talk to
What's up,
Maggie.
Stephen and Jacqueline? Cheers, guys. Good to see y'all.
What'd you say? What'd you say, John?
I talk to Maggie all the time.
Oh, the dog?
Yeah. I mean, it's the only other person in my house, so.
Bye,
she's
BC. Good to see you.
She's a
Thanks.
person.
See you, BC.
Yeah.
The only other living creature.
Yeah. No, I talk to my cats
Sometimes-
all the time.
Sometimes the
See it.
dogs do seem like they're human.
Yeah, but like people say, like talking to your dogs, that's crazy. I'm sorry, but I'm not being funny. You get more fucking sense out than most people.
Sometimes.
It's just like talking to yourself. You're just making yourself feel better by saying you're talking to your dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched it. There was a documentary on British TV a couple of weeks ago, and there's a girl teaching her dog to talk using the wee buttons you press, and she's got them pre-programmed ones. Yes, no, food, let me out, and she's got about 40 buttons laid out, and it looks like she's having actual conversations with a dog. To the point that one of the big American universities, because she was posting it on YouTube and that, one of the big universities asked if they could go in and set the cameras up, and they're recording everything because it's looking like the dogs are a lot smarter than you think they are, and they can communicate, and they have a sense of self which people didn't know until recently. Looks like obviously they're studying it, but I can't remember what university, but one of the big American universities went and set up cameras all around it, and there's literally all these wee press buttons, and and it was able to go over and say, "I've hurt my paw, and it's this paw to its owner," and things like that. Fantastic. So
Humans are full of themselves. We think we're so smart.
Yeah.
Yep. No, I always
don't
talk
know.
to my cats, and I could just look at them and kind of get an idea of what they're thinking about. Like, Bailey could look at me. I could be, waking up in the morning. I look at him and go, "Oh, that's right. You're probably hungry. I didn't feed you last night." Just the way you're
Cats,
looking at me.
cats are evil. Get a dog.
My cats are not evil. They're sweet.
Your cats,
They
if you
are.
died right now, your cats would eat your dying flesh.
Yep.
Yes, they
Well,
would.
so would dogs, but yeah.
No, cats
Not
are worse. No.
Oh, no.
Cats.
That's why still every morning she wakes me up. I pat me on the face like, "Is you alive?" And I wake up. She's like, "Damn, not today."
Yeah.
Cats tolerate you because you feed them. That's it.
Oh, they're my buddies. I love my cats. They're awesome.
I am
Yeah,
just
they
so amazed how we can have an intelligent conversation on Chadeo's panel.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's
Well,
weird.
We can
I'm
bring
not
the heat.
on very many panels. I'm not a YouTuber. And this is the first time, A, I haven't been drunk, and B, there's been actual conversation rather than just...
I was just going to say that's because it was before 5 o'clock for most.
Yeah, wait till Blake gets here. Don't worry, it'll be ruined.
I'm no dummy, Kathy.
It's quarter
I
past
didn't
10
say
here.
you were.
I know you didn't say I was. I'm just saying, man. I'm pretty intelligent, and I'm very proud of that.
I didn't say you were.
Even if you do say so yourself.
I know. But I love these conversations. I always have these conversations with Franco when I go to his house. We just get deep conversations like
Franco.
this.
I'm smart. I just play an idiot on YouTube.
Yeah. Franco's a good dude.
It's always nice to have sort of in-depth conversation because you sort of realise what people, how people react to it about different sort of subjects.
Yeah,
like something that I might act strongly about. But so say, for example, Axe might be like, "Mate, that's fine. Don't worry about it." But that's the reason why it's good to have different opinions. Can you imagine if everyone's opinion was completely the same? That would be a boring world out there.
It's like when we're talking to like animals and whatever. It's same, like they've already proven that talking positive to plants and stuff helps them grow better, right?
Yeah.
And there's this crazy experiment that's going around. You should check it out. It's the rice experiment where you mix water and rice and they put it in 3 separate jars. And the one they talk nice to it, and then the one they put it down and talk bad to it, and the other one they just leave neutral. And it's pretty intense. You see the one that gets talked bad to rots and decays, and the one they talk nice to ferments and puts off a nice smell. It's pretty interesting.
Don't be saying that. Vegetarians and vegans are hard enough to listen to.
Yep, right.
Yeah, if we weren't supposed to eat cows, they wouldn't taste so nice. So
well, they're insane. They're insane. They say don't eat meat, but yet
Trash.
they want to shape their veggie stuff into the forms of beef and bacon.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
Just
Yeah.
bacon.
And what they fucking do with tofu just drives me crazy.
Yeah,
Even the name of that.
This plant-based craze is just driving me up the wall. I'm like, really?
Oh, here, Charlie.
I like going back to when I was growing up, where my dad said that steer out there needs to be shot because we're going to be butchering it today. Who's going to get their gun? So we have to. We
You
can
were the
draw
first
straws.
one, right?
We
You were
could
like,
draw.
I'll do it.
Well, draw
And I
straws.
did, like,
And then you pick up your gun and you go out there and shoot it. I was, because we weren't allowed to have pets. Although we did have them as pets, we did name them, but we also knew that they were in the end going to be in our freezer.
Yeah.
That's the way it was.
Well, they're almost prepping us to eat bugs now, the way the price of meat and stuff is.
Yeah.
I eat scorpions. They're not that bad.
Right?
Well, the government likes to pay farmers not to plant in the fields, and they give them money not to plant, which to me is not good, to let a field set unharvested. It does something to the dirt.
Oh, yeah.
And then they're going to have to, and then later when they're not being paid, they're going to have to start spraying and doing all kinds of shit to their land to be able to get it to be able to produce better.
Yeah.
We're gonna have another Dust Bowl the way things are going for sure.
Yeah.
Well, farmers used to rotate crops, and then they
Oh,
used to
and
try
you
and
have
leave.
to.
Yeah,
You have to do that.
and every now and again they leave a field fallow. To let it get some nutrients back, but I don't know. I think we got away from that because the pesticides and all the rest of it, and nutrients. But I think
Well,
that's part of the reason so many people are so ill all the time. There's so much shit being put in the food instead of just letting things grow naturally.
Right.
And your
I mean,
animals.
we were basically just cow shit. That's what we used. We'd make sure that we had the cow shit to spread on the land, and that was our fertilizer. And we used to be able to produce so much on our farm just with plain cow shit. That didn't hurt nothing, didn't hurt nobody.
See, the sun's killing everything now. Like our UV rays are so high now. It used to be the UV index. The UV never used to penetrate into our
That's
atmosphere.
because they
now
said
it
the
is.
sun comes closer to the earth now.
Yeah. And so now, because those UV rays are now, they're saying it's penetrating 18 inches into the soil. It's actually drying and killing all the soil from radiation.
So here, put this into your soil.
Yeah. Radiate it. That's why, you go outside and you're burnt in 10 minutes.
Okay, I'm going to bring the level down here. Chadeo, I know us Brits aren't a fan of very many American sports, but how the fuck do you sit and watch NASCAR for 2 and 3 hours?
I will tell you why. I will tell you why.
Turn left. Turn left. Turn
Okay.
left.
His friends do. His friends do. That's the only reason he does it.
No,
watch it in hopes that there's going to be a big wreck.
Wait, no, it's not even the wrecks. I love the pit strategies. I think Formula One, Indy's the same way. I like to see how the tires are wearing, how the gas is going, and all that stuff. And I like to watch the pit strategies. That's why I watch it, because I think it's fun. It's fun to me. The mathematics into it, the science in it, I like that. Yeah, they go around in circles and stuff. Okay, but yeah, the whole pit strategy and when they
Formula One and Indy's bad enough, but fuck me, driving around an oval over and over again. That's like
And putting all that money into a car that's going to get busted up.
Yeah. Well, give it a month. Give it a month, Captain. They're going to do a road course in Texas, and those are always. I love the road courses because a lot more strategy comes into it. Like
the only way I would find it interesting if every now and again they allowed a spectator to streak across the track, see if they made it across alive.
Well, yeah, you look it up. There's been plenty of times that's happened.
Cheers for having me on the panel on Scoot now, guys. Love to speak to you all. Have a lovely evening, guys. All best.
You as well.
Yeah. Hi, dude.
Have a nice Steve. Yeah. I'll be wrapping her up here in probably next 6.5 minutes. At 2.5 hours.
Chadeo couldn't help all that intelligent conversation.
I started a lot of it. Are you kidding me? I love it. Keeps my brain going. I love it.
Because Captain brought up the poor racing. Now he wants to ditch this son of a bitch in YouTube.
No, I told him exactly why I like watching. I love the strategies that go into it. It's
What
like any other sports.
What strategy? There's a bunch of guys with big ass balls that aren't allowed to go speed out on the road. So they decide, well, hey, let's go on that fucking horse race track and then and speed our cars around and see who's got the biggest balls and who can beat each other's cars up. And in the end, you don't have a car.
That's not.
I mean, you're not even a redneck. You shouldn't be watching stuff like that.
No, okay, but like I said, I love the pit strategies, the tire wear, watching all that stuff going on.
What is the pit strategy?
You figure out how many miles you can get, and you try to pit before like the leaders. Then you become the leader and stuff like that. There's pit strategy with it. There's tire wear strategy. How much tire am I wearing through the track going at these speeds and the banks? And
they haven't figured that out yet. Yes, they have.
Yes, they have.
They got to figure that out every time that they run on a course.
Yes, they do. There's a lot of science that goes into it. That's what I like about it, just the thought process of it.
So all these years they haven't figured out how big of a tire and tread that they got to have on that tire.
It's not the size of the tire; it's how much wear you're going to get on a specific track. It goes with the weather, the temperature, how much heat is going on the track, and all
they've
that.
also been on that track many a time, so they ought to know how much that should
All right,
be.
Kathy, you're banned from my NASCAR streams. How about that?
Oh, I don't care.
That's fun. I love it. I love the science that goes behind it. That's why I watch it. There's a lot of science, and that's why I watch it.
See, I thought you were getting into proper sports now because I've seen you watch rugby clips and you've reacted to rugby and I'm not a big rugby fan, but it's definitely a fantastic game. It's just not my
There's
favorite.
strategy with that. Every sport has a specific strategy at every moment. There's a strategy going on. Is it going to work? Is it not going to work? And that's why I finally picked through it. I'm going to watch NASCAR. Plus, never used to have a NASCAR team. I said, you know what? I'll watch the Nuggets, Avalanche, Rockies, Broncos, and all the other local sports. Why don't I support this driver, man? He's from Denver, and he's a kind-hearted driver. He's a good guy. His girlfriend is going through cancer for the 5th time now, so it's like, you know what? I'm fully behind this guy because what he does, she wants him to keep racing. That's her only wish for him.
God bless her. Now, moving right along. Now, what do you think about anything else besides NASCAR? Everybody on the panel.
Joey likes boobies.
Titties in my face. Titties in my face.
And I think that men should not be. And I don't think men should be talking about women's periods. And
I never said a word. I kept my mouth shut during that. I'm like,
well,
I have
I'm
no
sure
room.
you don't know nothing about it, Chadeo, but everybody
That's right.
else.
I grew up with a mother and a sister, so I don't know anything about menstrual cycles. Not a word, nothing.
Well, just because you have a brother, just because you have a sister and a mother, don't mean you know anything about it.
I know. I've heard plenty of
I mean, were you?
conversations.
Well, I mean, technically, we all have a mother. I mean, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, but I grew up in a house with a mom and a sister, and then when my sister hit age,
And I have 2 brothers.
okay.
So what am I supposed to know about being growing up with 2 brothers?
Cock sizes.
What? I had 2 brothers, and that was
So
never
is it
a
like one size
conversation.
fits all?
No, I just understand. I understand it. That's the thing. That's all I'm
You
saying.
don't understand.
Okay.
You may heard what they might have been talking about, but you still don't understand.
Okay.
Yeah, you're getting worked, Chadeo. Kathy's
I
working
am,
hard.
but I can empathize. That's okay. Is that better? I can empathize with it. Girlfriend's going through it and all that stuff. I empathize. Like
It's
I don't
like
know
this,
what I
man.
don't know exactly what you're going through, but I can
It's
empathize
like this.
with
It's like this, Chadeo. Talk about menstruation is funny. Period. Think about that one for those of you out there. Think about it.
You wouldn't want to know how in my day how we handled menstrual cycles.
Actually, I do want to know. I was bringing that up earlier. I wanted to have a discussion panel about World War II menstruation techniques or menstruation suppression techniques.
Fuck you, Joey.
You'd be surprised at the weird shit I want to know, man. I that's the way my brain works.
They used to have straps that used to
Your
go around
brain? Your brain? You're saying
was
you
a
actually have a
strap.
brain up there, Joey?
Oh, there's a big ass brain up there. It's a size 8 hat. You know, 8 hat. You know how hard it is to get a size 8 hat. It's the biggest one they make.
Oh, just because your head is that size
swelled.
does not mean that the brain there inside of it is.
Oh, I know everything. Like the capital of Estonia is Tallinn. I bet you didn't know that. 1.5 million people in Estonia. There's a lot
He
of people.
read that on. He Googled that.
No, I just know that
True.
because back in 2010 there was an Estonian girl who came to the house selling books. And I looked up everything about Estonia. Yeah, she was selling kids' books. I had a baby. Well, I still have her. She's 12 now, but back then she was only 1. And she was an exchange student. She went door to door. She had to sell this book, kids' books to everybody to finance her journey over here to the States and whatnot through the company. So we didn't buy anything.
So you just stumbled upon that information. You didn't look it up.
Well, every information you retain at any time is always looked up at some point. I mean, you're not born with the knowledge of, the capital of Djibouti, which is Djibouti.
Djibouti.
Yeah.
But I'm curious. You just said she was paying for her way to the States selling books by coming to your door
No, the exchange. That was just the way she was making money to when she was over here. She's like there's only so many. She was trying to explain to her like there's only so many jobs she can do because she's like obviously not American. So like one of the ones was like these book selling door to doors. She made a little bit of money off it, I guess. It was
Was she not good looking enough to be a hooker?
no, she was real cute. Estonia's got a lot of money, man. People don't realize that that the whole Eastern Bloc, Lithuania, there's some decent money over there.
The real story is she was a hooker. He found her number in the classified.
She was hooked on phonics, obviously.
He paid enough money for her to be whatever he wanted her to be.
There was. I have to say what Joey said. There were a lot of exchange students that went around door to door selling, trying to sell different things. And of course, our town is under the Green River Ordinance. So, and I don't know if you know what that means.
I don't.
It's a little town. It was from way back in the day that was called a little town of Green River. Well, they had an ordinance of you weren't allowed to go and sell things door to door. So in our town, we have what we call the Green River Ordinance, where you are not allowed just to get out of your car and go door to door and sell things. You have to go to the city and get permission to be able to do so. And you have to have documentation if you're allowed to do that. And you have to be able to show that documentation upon request if somebody asks you. So I did that one time, and I said, "Have you been to the city?" And they said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Are you allowed to sell in this town?" "Well, yeah, I'm allowed to." And I said, "Do you know we're under the Green River Ordinance?" And of course, he didn't know what that meant. I said, "You need to go back to the city building and find out exactly what I'm talking about, because obviously you did not check in with them. You're not allowed to be selling your fucking sweeper at my house."
Yeah, you need a vendor's permit. Even here, you need that. Yeah.
Yep.
But you have to go with the city. They had to go to the city and get permission and have documentation they were allowed to sell. And that's the way it is in our town. You're not allowed to just be able to pop out of your car and start selling shit.
Here, it's illegal for kids to even sell lemonade on the corner. Yeah. They can't do that here without having a license. Kids are trying to make money for.
Well, I think that's kind of stupid.
Yeah, I mean,
it's ridiculous.
Kids selling lemonade on the corner.
Yeah.
And kids can do that here in our. Kids can do that here in our town, and the police will pull up and they'll buy a lemonade.
Well, we get them doing that here because it's just to them. It's like it's not worth the hassle. Let me just help these kids out.
What are they really making? Does the government really want to tax the children on their freaking lemonade?
Yeah, making 50 cents
like
a cup
a limited stand to run a freaking money laundering system or anything. Come on.
Yeah, but how are kids supposed to be able to afford cigarettes and alcohol if they can't sell lemonade? So
no, right, Captain. I mean,
let them do it so they can teach them the value of $1.
Right.
We took back old glass Coke bottles for our cigarettes and booze and stuff.
When we were a kid, we did it to afford baseballs for the summer. That's why we did it. It's like, oh crap, we lost our baseball. Hey mom, can you get some lemonade mix and stuff? We'll make lemonade and sell it so we can get a new baseball. Heck yeah, that's awesome. That teaches you business skills. Yes, get out there and do
I'm going to tell you.
Baseballs? Are you kidding me, Smalls?
Yeah, right? I know.
I'm going to tell you though, when my son turned 16, my oldest son turned 16, and he got himself a little job. I told him, and he had also had his driver's license.
Okay.
And I said, you have to get insurance for your vehicle.
Yep.
And I said, you have to pay your insurance. Mm-hmm. And what I did was I put him on my insurance. The difference was $30 from my insurance and putting him on it was $30. I said, you have to pay that $30. If you do not pay that $30, your vehicle will not be able to run the next day. And also, if you make $100 this week, you give me 50 of it. And he had to do. I said, those are the rules. So he paid his insurance every month. Every paycheck he gave me half of what he made on that paycheck. When he graduated and he told me he wanted to go into the service, I went to the bank. He did not know what I was doing with that money. I never told him. I took all that money, it was almost $1,000, and handed him that money. And he goes, "What's this?" And I said, "This is all the money you have earned." Because I made sure he did not spend all of that money. I gave him that money and said, "Here's your money that you have earned. Now use it for what you need it for." And he went into the service and he had that money. That's what I did with him. And but he had to pay. He had to pay for that insurance. And I was dead serious. If he didn't pay it, he was done driving. He'd have to walk to work. And delivering pizzas was going to be hard because he would have had to get a bike or walk to every little pizza where to deliver pizzas.
Turn around.
That's just even me as a kid. That teaches life skills.
Chadeo, did you have a paper out? Did you have a paper out when you were little, bro?
No, because I was too young. They started hiring teenagers with cars to do paper routes in my area.
That's actually valid because I remember when I was little, I was back in '87. I was like 10 or 11. I had a paper route. I'm talking about high school, but like right when I was in high school, they switched it to where you had to be like 18 and shit. And then after now it's goddamn. I know like 5
You're lucky
people.
you even have a newspaper.
Right.
We get the Sunday paper. That's all we get anymore.
They only leave for 4 days. I haven't got a newspaper in fucking 15 years. I've grown out of it. I used to love the paper when I did the crosswords and all that at work when I was a security guard. But I mean, now it's like the last time I had a newspaper was probably on vacation, just holiday and something like that.
I looked into a paper route when I was a kid, and I was like, "You want me to do what? For how much?"
Yeah, exactly.
Dude,
I don't grow on your bike and hawk them. Yeah,
there's $1.80 a week I charge for the paper, and I make 20 cents per. No, it was like maybe what was it? It was like 20 or 30 cents per week. Because like they would sell me the weekday paper. They would sell me for like 13 cents, and I'd sell it to the customer for 20 cents. And then the Sunday paper was like 47 cents, and I'd sell it for like 60 cents. That was back in '87. It kept going up after that, obviously.
It's like pedaling your legs off to give your ass a ride.
Well, I had a wagon. I just pulled a wagon. I would get up every morning at like 5 or 5:30 though, 365 days a year.
Yeah, back in the day, the paper carriers had to roll out the paper themselves, put the rubber band on, or if it was wet, snowy or rainy weather, they had to roll it up and put it in that plastic bag. You remember those bags? And
we weren't allowed to do that. I had a paper route for a couple of years, and we actually had to go up and make sure they were put through the letterbox, put into the house. See, I always say it on the the American TV shows and films and that, where the kids go and they just throw the paper up the driveway. No, we had to go up and down and make sure it was in the house, put it through the door, put it through the door, put it through the door. And the Sunday papers were a fucking nightmare. You had big, heavy, you had the Sunday Times and all. And I was only a kid. I was only early teens. And the bag probably weighed nearly as much as I did at that point. I was obviously a lot smaller and a lot lighter at that point, but it was a bastard.
Well, the Sunday paper back then would weigh 6, 7, 8 pounds. That's no shit.
That was heavy shit with all the ads,
dude.
And all those coupons in it.
The ads, the TV guides.
Yeah. Well, on Sunday, my dad would drive us around because I couldn't do the Sunday paper by myself. There's no way. That thing would take me forever. It's huge.
And did you have to put it in a plastic slip if it was raining?
During the week, I would do during the week, I would do the rubber bands and just toss on the porch. If it was raining, I had baggies. I would do the baggies, but most of the time it wouldn't rain, so I just do that right in the porch. Or sometimes like Captain would say, to open the door if somebody wanted the back door to go to the back door. Wherever the person wanted the paper is where I throw it. And
That's why I couldn't do it. I was like, I want the same wage as the mailman. I'm doing more work for the mailman. I want his wage.
I still have.
When you're 10 or 11 and 12 back in 1987, I mean, $50 a week is $50 a week. I mean, it's not bad.
I still have a bag with the print on it that says Rocky Mountain News. Well, the Rocky Mountain News was discontinued 2 weeks before their 100th anniversary in 2007. It was just heart-wrenching for everybody. Like, you couldn't have run this for another 2 weeks, and your last edition could have been the 100th anniversary. That would have been cool. They fell 2 weeks short just financially. They couldn't keep going. But I still have the plastic bag. It says Rocky Mountain News on it, which is kind of cool to hold on to. I like, and I still have the final Rocky Mountain News newspaper with it. I mean, it's zero value to it, but it's just kind of like a personal value. Like, that's
And
really
Blake,
cool.
Blake delivers online newspapers now. He just emails a bunch of people his thoughts on shit.
Yeah, he doesn't send much out. He doesn't think enough.
Yeah, now kids are making computer images and getting paid thousands of dollars.
Right. Oh, here's an NFT. Boom. Give me $100. Like, no.
Right.
I think that's a fad. That's going to fall on its arse in a year or two. People are going
NFTs
to
are gonna
realize.
drop. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like this. Will every NFT be worthless? No, but I guarantee you, about 5 years, 95% of them will. I mean, it's
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel that way about Bitcoin. I don't think Bitcoin is going to have much value in about 5 years. It's a fad.
Well, one of the things
I
about
don't think
Bitcoin
so.
was the government couldn't really do much about it. But the Canadian government's just stepping in, and they're about to confiscate a load of Bitcoin on the Canadian truckers and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, one of the massive selling points for Bitcoin disappears overnight, and the American government will do the same. The UK government will start to regulate it, and they'll start to control it. And at the end of the day, if they want it, they'll get it.
Oh yeah, well the way they'll get around is they'll be like, oh well, this is used for human trafficking, and you know even if it is or it isn't, I mean that's the way they'll sell it, and then you put anything in that realm, forget about it. It's as good as dead.
Buy gold.
It's international.
Buy gold. Buy
exchange.
silver.
That's what their
buy
biggest
land.
issue was the international. Because if you cross the border, you're technically only allowed to bring $10,000 with you at a time. And if you take Bitcoin, you have Bitcoin. Well, you can take all your money wherever you want in the world and spend it as you please.
Right.
And that's kind of their issue that they don't want, because they don't want people going, oh, okay, I'm going to go over here and send $1 million worth of Bitcoin to my
Yeah, but you
parents
could do,
over here.
you could do that with credit cards. I mean, you go on holiday, you don't take $10,000 or $20,000 with you. You take your credit card and
Nope.
That's a good point. You can just use your debit cards.
I mean, I had to do that when I went to Canada. I called my bank and said, and my credit card company said, look, you'll see purchases in Canada a little bit around this date. That is me. I'm confirming that will be me. This is, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
so they'll
okay,
check
thanks
it
for
out,
calling
yeah.
us just to confirm that you will be international, you know, using our services. Thank you for letting us know ahead of time, because we would have blocked those purchases, because it would have been like, oh crap, it might have been hacked.
It may be stupid to quote a TV show, but I remember Tony Soprano's cousin telling him one day when he was a financial guy, and he says, what should I invest in? Should I do this? Should I do that? And he said, no, buy land, because God isn't making any more of it. You know, buy land always goes up in the long run. It may dip occasionally.
Yeah, great line, great, yeah.
You know, gold, silver, and land. If you can afford it, buy it.
Yeah.
Just unfortunately, not enough of us can afford to buy enough gold and that. But
yeah,
even silver.
I have a little bit in silver, and that's been there for years.
I buy a silver coin every year. I buy a silver silver 1 ounce Britannia, and I always used to buy a silver dollar, but I can't get them anymore. They're just must be the cost of shipping them over. I don't know. But
So much. When my dad died, he had like $30,000 worth of gold and silver. He sold all of it.
Silver dollars are even hard to find here anymore. Like,
Is that what it is?
Out, yeah.
Well, people, I mean, during the pandemic, everybody was hoarding it. And like these back in the day, used to have junk silver, you know, just like Morgans and shit that were scratched up. You can still buy them, but like, I mean, those are going for $30-$40 now in some places. It's kind of ridiculous.
No, I buy one. I've gone back about 7-8 years. I would buy one every year, so that, you know.
Bye, Cindy. Love you. See you later.
And I haven't been able to get a dollar for the last couple of years, you know, without paying extortionate amounts of money, you know. But I think my silver collection, it's stupid. I don't even know why I started. I just liked the look of the silver dollar, and then I got the British one, you know, the silver, the Britannia. They're just
let's be real too. It's a beautiful design. I mean, the silver dollar, the Canadian. I think it was the Canadian. God damn, my dad had a couple of them. It was like a Maple Leaf. Oh, they're just great designs. Man.
Yeah,
beautiful coins.
The British one's fantastic. The American one's great, you know. So
it's like the American one's like usually the standing Liberty dollar is like just a standing. Oh, it's a great coin design. It's like a Statue of Liberty, like flowing, like a standing from the side view. Oh, it's great.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, that's a great.
Even the Morgans are actually pretty cool. The old Morgans are really cool.
No.
The dollar coins they actually came out with were a little like, The presidential coin one was
one second.
I actually got to start that collection up again. I started buying. Do you remember when they came out with the dollar presidential coins, Chadeo, in 09? And then every year they released 5. I collected them for like the first 3 years, and I haven't collected them since. And I think it's over now.
Yeah, I think they're done with those.
Are they gonna go out?
But I have a few of those in my dad's security deposit box in Florida, so just in case, kind of a emergency backup. I've got some of those, some like rare coins in there too, and I said, look, if shit really hits the fan, man, for me, just sell them. Send me what you can get for them. It'll help. So.
There's an American Eagle one. You obviously know what that looks like, but there's one of the British ones. I'll take it out of the wee packet.
Got a couple of those American Eagles.
I try to just buy one every year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I know you're gonna be going pretty soon anyway, Chad.
Yeah, I'm gonna push it for in probably about 13 and a half minutes. Kathy, thank you so much for coming up. I love you.
Night, Kathy.
See you, Kathy. Take it easy out there.
Have a good night. I'll see you around. I'll see you at 21090 for sure.
Well, there's the one side of the British one, Joey. Obviously, it's the Queen's head.
Yeah, I'll do that.
But on the back of it,
Kathy.
you have the Britannia symbol.
That's great. That's a beautiful coin.
Take care, brother Buckeye.
Yeah, so it's.
But that's a gorgeous coin. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, so I just can't get the American one anymore, you know. So I just keep every year just buy the one. I just get the British one. So
the U.S. Mint is getting crazy with the prices they're charging. Like for just the dollar, they came out with the new 100th anniversary Morgan, and it was like $70, $80 for the dollar coin. I mean, that's like only $30 worth of silver in there at most. So it's like been up there. I bought a 5-ounce commemorative coin. It's about yay big. It's like a silver. It's the Tuskegee Airman one. That was like a couple $100, but it's only like $130 in silver.
Yep.
You paid out. So
yeah, the Denver Mint used to. If you did the tour at the Denver Mint, they used to hand you coins. They stopped that 20 years ago. I have like 5 of those. I handed them to my dad. I'm like, put them in your box. Just put them aside for me. Keep them safe. And so I have a few of those commemorative Denver Mint coins. They're actually worth a little bit of money, not a lot, but it still will help. I mean, that's pretty cool.
We got a Federal Reserve Bank. You guys got a mint. Yeah. If Cleveland has a Federal Reserve Bank.
I mean, they only print pennies. They print pennies at the Denver Mint. That's what the Denver Mint prints, or copper pennies.
If I was ever going to write a movie, like a fiction movie, the plot would center around like a cleaning crew or something stealing a money machine from the Cleveland Mint, and then slowly, printing money and filter it back to the community, eventually bagging the Browns, and then the Browns would get to the Super Bowl somehow.
Hey, man, one of your Cleveland teams made it to the Super Bowl. That was pretty cool. I thought they had it, and it was just that last minute. It was like, crap. So props to the Bengals for getting there.
I'd love a gold coin, but gold's too expensive. I have one there. It's a commemorative one for 2012, again with the Queen, but it's gold plated.
Nice.
And it's nice, but it's actually legal tender. It's probably not worth much more than the $5 I paid for it. It's a £5 coin, which is unusual.
That's how a lot of my coins are. They're worth maybe 50 cents above the value, but they're still really cool. And I'm like, just hold on to them, Dad. Keep them in that safety deposit box, and we'll see what happens.
They don't take much
room. What's that, Dax?
What's that? Sorry,
I'm surprised we still have the Queen on our money. I thought it would be Justin Trudeau by now.
Right? That's all I'm gonna get into that.
But I think it's hard to put a black face on a coin, so
that's
Oh, damn! There it is. I didn't want it to go there, but it went there.
I got to be careful. He might freeze my bank accounts.
Yeah, it does. It does seem very weird. Canada seems to the outsider seems to be going nuts at the minute.
Yeah, I've over the last probably 10 years, I met a lot of people in Canada on like Facebook and stuff, and it's just like under who you're under. I'm like, I can't imagine. I'm so sorry. It sucks.
Yeah, because see that's the one thing the Americans have over the rest of us. Because I mean, we're
Every 4 years, yeah, we can change
no,
it.
there's not even that. I mean, 'cause, I mean, I think our maximum term over here is 4.5 years, but you have a written constitution, so America's trying to go nuts at the minute, but it's at some point it'll turn. And it'll end, and usually through the courts, people will start pushing back the courts, going, "This is bullshit. You can't make me do this. You can't make me do that."
Yep.
But Canada doesn't have that. Doesn't have a written constitution. The UK doesn't have a written constitution. So it's weird, but it doesn't matter. Sure, World War III is only around the corner anyway, so Putin's going to nuke us all anyway.
Yeah, World War III. People are lazy and we're too connected for war. We're never going to have hot wars again. We're never. We'll have cyber attacks and shit like that, but the wars we're used to, like World War II, Vietnam, we're never going to see shit like that again. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, but the only thing that worries me, I mean, so many echoes of we let Hitler and Germany, annex, countries under pretense and send, peacekeeping troops in to protect, German minorities and all that.
Yeah.
And the rest of the world stood by and watched it. And I'm not advocating for sending troops in against Russia because I really don't want it.
I don't want it either.
It just really worries me slightly because it's not that long ago really that we let an absolute madman away with murder to the point where it was too late to do anything about it, and that's my only slight concern about it. So
yeah, there's small concerns about what's going on over there, Russia and Ukraine. I have a little worries. I'm like, I really don't want to get involved, but
apparently they moved in.
We all may have to. Yep, they did move in.
Yep.
Haven't kept up with that whole news story at all. So
yeah, Russia has moved in. It's just getting to that point. It's like, damn.
People who don't watch the news are the happiest people.
I don't watch the news. I don't watch it, but every day I do kind of just check the headlines real quick just to see if there's anything that's like going to directly affect me locally. And I check the weather over there, and that's about it.
Right.
Sports. I just check the the league, like the NFL, MLB, and stuff directly. But yeah.
But Joey know much better than most of us. I mean, how many fucking American bases are still on mainland Europe, so how many American troops are over there? Never mind.
There's 50,000 troops as we speak. There's 50,000 troops still in Germany. Every country since World War II, we've got troops still in Japan, Korea, Germany, England, Italy. It's still bases in Italy. Like, why do we need a base in Italy? There's no reason.
Yeah.
People like going there. That's the reason we still had a base. Let's be real. Americans like going to Europe. You can get free money. Europe with all that kind of money is awesome. So the cycle continues, but we don't need all the bases.
A buddy of mine that did 20 years in the Army, he said my favorite moments in my 20 years was over in Germany. So there you go.
Oh yeah.
His favorite moments were in the war zone.
In the Reaper bomb.
Yeah.
If you look over there too, look at Ramstein Air Base right now. It's a damn city. Look at Kaiserslautern. It's insane. It's an American town over there. E-Town's American town. There's no fucking Germans in Kaiserslautern.
Yeah. Somewhere I've never been to Germany, actually.
Yeah, I made Green to know that happened. I just don't want to get into that.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I don't know. You never know. Maybe we'll get lucky.
That's crazy.
We'll all hit the red button at the same time, and we'll all say goodbye together. So
yeah.
But Joe Biden will sort it, because I have every confidence that he won't shit himself in front of Putin.
Well, if we didn't go to war with Russia for fucking 40 some odd years in a hot war, in a cold war, we're not gonna do it now. It's just not gonna happen. It's
No, I don't think it'll. I don't think it'll turn into a hot war either. I really don't. It's just that echo from the past.
I feel you.
I know, I get you. I know that's the thing. It's just I think about the past, and it's like we got to keep that in mind, everybody. What happened in the past, we don't want to.
Well, also in the past too, governments controlled everything you got. Like the German propaganda ministry just saw everything the Germans get. Even in America, all the news we saw was all filtered, all regulated through. Nowadays, there's media everywhere. It's the same. The stories come out the second it's done. Even it's never new to me. It just gets reported right away. We have access to so much more information we did back, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago.
But
that's a scary thing to me.
Yeah, but if a government really wants to, they can crack down on that, like China or
Yeah,
Korea.
it's true.
If the government doesn't want you watching, TikTokers, twerking in a fucking forecourt, you don't watch it. It's so easy for governments just to pull the plug. And I've said it. I mean, I hate most of the internet, but for every one good thing on it, there's a million bits of shite.
Yep.
But stuff like this, just bunch of fuckwits sitting around the world talking shite, it's great. And the fact that the media is down, the proper what you'd call the mainstream media is down, and proper independent news is much more important. Is brilliant, and I think that's why they're trying to kill people like Joe Rogan and all, because I think the CNN and all know, because I mean I grew up, you always thought, if you want to know what's happening, put the BBC on or put CNN on.
No.
But you get to the point now you're realising that they've been full of shit for all these years and they've been lying to you, like you say, walking you into a war, because your government wanted to walk you into it.
Yeah, you don't
They
have the
control the
platform
news
today unless you speak their language. That's just the way it is. Your platform can't grow and it can't get a certain level unless you're speaking their language.
I mean,
you
sorry,
can't tell me all these talk show guys go home at night and sit there and go, yeah, Joe Biden. It's like, and all this liberal stuff. It's like, look at Jimmy Kimmel. He hosted the Man Show where it ended with girls jumping on trampolines.
Yeah.
But he doesn't get canceled.
It's not on. I was quite happy for them to take it. I'm not an American, so, and I had my issues with Trump, but I think he got some stuff right, he got some stuff wrong. But he was comedy gold, so all the comedians, they all took the piss, and that's fine. He was the president, he's a target. But if you can't make fun of Joe Biden, you're not a comedian. But they don't want to, and that worries me. I can just say this: you just want the news to tell you the news. If Biden does something great, applaud him for it. If he does something stupid, vilify him for it, the same as you should with everybody else. If I do something stupid, call me a dick. If I do something good, say, yeah, that was good. And that worries. That fucking really worries me at the minute. And I think you're right, Joey. The all the wee independent journalists and all run about, and I don't mean the Chadeo's friends, the fucking citizen journalists. I mean the proper people. No, I'm not having a dig, but I don't mean those.
No, I know you were
I'm
having a dig. I got a
journalist,
laugh out of that.
But the likes of all of, and I don't know half of them because I don't watch half of them over here. I'm not that bothered. But people like Tim Pool and stuff like that, I just think it's important.
Why China never worries me is that Chinese are socially inept as fuck, bro. Let's be real. Like, we could send 3 blondes over there. You could take down 500,000 Chinese males because they have no idea what to do with women. They just don't. They're very analytical. They'll follow directions. You tell them to walk into a wall and kill themselves, they'll do it, but they're not going to fucking paint a good painting. They're not going to write a poem. They're not going to woo some chick with some awesome lines. They just don't have it in them. Every last one of them. Yeah, at the end of the day, every war was fought over pussy if you look back at the root of it. So we could easily take down China. I'm not worried about China at all. Now, Russia, they're a little bit more manipulative. But once the money runs out, Russia ain't shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, is it a concern? For sure. You don't want to be completely apathetic. But at the end of the day, everybody will come out of this fine just because we're too connected and stuff like that. All these countries just need a viable post-pandemic strategy. You can't, and we're kind of getting there now. Hawaii's the only state that requires indoor masking now, but you can't just keep shutting down shit and expect people to be like, oh, it's year 5 of 2 weeks to slow the curve. It's like, come on now, man. We gotta be real.
Yeah. Yeah, that's. I hope you're right. I hope the fuck you're right. We came out. All our mandates stopped last Tuesday in Northern Ireland. They just went, look. They made them advisory. They advised you to socially distance. They advised you to wear a mask and all, but they didn't make them mandatory anymore. And weirdly, I went shopping last Tuesday night. I was in the supermarket, and nearly everybody had a fucking mask on except me, and more people than there were wearing them when you were legally required to. Half the people wouldn't wear them. As soon as the government said you don't have to, nearly everybody put them on. But I'm sick of it. I'll only wear mine if work tells me to, and I won't.
That's the same way I am. The only time
I've noticed that here too. Exactly.
Yeah, unless I'm on the. I mean, I'm sure Chadeo probably only wears them like the bus, or if he's going to hospital, something like that, or that, whatever.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep. Yep. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I go into the grocery store, I don't wear it, and even though I'm maybe like a 30% I'm like, I'm fully, poked. I don't care. At the same time, it's like, I know where I stand with everything. I'm good. I'm confident. If I felt a little bit sick, then yes, I would wear it out of respect. But with not feeling, sick or anything, I'm like, who cares? I'm not gonna have. I don't feel like it's necessary for me to wear this.
What I don't get is the people who want us, in masks forever, perpetual masking and shit like that. Like, oh, well, these people have immunocompromised diseases and this and that. I was like, well, what the fuck did we do before? We didn't walk around for masks 800 years before. Let's just go back to how it was before. Like, you're just inventing history. You're making up shit. You can't do that. It's not how the world works. You got to move on. It's fuck your new normal. That's why the beauty of a country like ours, America. I'm speaking for the Americans in the panel. Is that we can vote out bullshit. If bullshit's in there, we can vote it out. Every 4 years, there's a new fucking election. There's a revolution every 4 years in America. There really is.
Exactly. That is the truth. And panel, please stick around for a bit. Everybody who's watching on YouTube, I'm ending the stream at about 3 hours in. But yeah, panel, I kind of chit chat a little bit.